Where's the tank? That's only half a tank.
Outpost 6. Is it?
Here you can see picture of tanks. Same.
So you're live now.
That's not the same tank, is it? That's not the same exact tank. That's a Predator tank, isn't it?
To look.
This is the Rhino. But
Rhino.
yes, the same chassis.
You know you're alive.
Yes.
Skandar, you can view on Facebook now. You can share the link.
Where's the send link?
Last time I had 0 people watching the share.
You share the link on the WhatsApp.
Can you pause if you click on my name, you will see that I'm...
You know there's a delay.
Yeah. Do we have dices?
Oh no!
What is it?
My tank. Measure tape. Do you have a measure tape?
Yes. How many do we need? One?
One, because I have one.
Do you share the link?
No, I didn't find it. It's on the WhatsApp group.
Just get the link in here.
What hour is it?
So half eight?
I'll go sleep. See you tomorrow.
No, quarter past eight.
Oh, okay. No, that's way. That's worse.
Okay.
Got time to get the link.
Norman, it's right there. You don't need to watch it online. You can watch it
share.
right here.
I'll share.
I thought you just
Zoom
planned
in.
to watch it online.
You can zoom in.
You can just walk over to the table and zoom in with your eyes.
That won't be a camera.
Do you share it as a group?
Then check.
You stopped it?
No.
So you want to be a date tonight?
Sorry?
Not date tonight?
That's why.
This guy looking gloomy.
Maybe tomorrow. Yeah. See how it goes.
Ask Daniel or ask Skandar to share the link with.
They can't find it.
Where is the link?
I don't think it will be link. You need to go on my name.
Okay. moving so much.
What?
You just send
You
it.
found it?
It is moving a lot.
It's vibrations from the floor.
Maybe I was working on it.
Ah, okay.
Can I share the link? This guy.
Give me a sec.
Am I don't think I've been in the group, am I? Am I in the
Can
group?
we invite Thingy?
You have Facebook?
No, can we invite him to the
Do
WhatsApp?
you have Facebook?
Yeah.
Then why we can't?
No, the WhatsApp. He wants to be on WhatsApp.
What, you only did it through Facebook? Well, I have got an account, but I never use it.
Let me see if I can.
It's public group, no?
Yes.
Yes.
You're very color coordinated today.
Yeah. Nice light.
Let's start.
Okay.
It says Safari cannot open this page because address is invalid.
You need to go on Facebook and search my name.
I already posted it on the groups.
You logged in, is it? Oh, I'm not logged in.
Scandal. I will put this over here.
On the
Don't mind.
corner. Or
Yeah,
here.
in the corner.
Any of the two.
Okay.
Sorry.
Protecting my stomach.
Okay, you have only 12 inches to deploy, yeah? 12 inches. You have a ruler on the side. So. Okay, so we're gonna do simple to start playing because it's late. We're gonna do simple rules on deploy. We're just gonna both of us are going to deploy. So this is Catalin's first game. So hopefully we're not gonna destroy him too fast.
It took him long to set it up.
Exactly. Hopefully it's gonna take more time to play than it took us to set up.
That's it.
Okay, the UV
Um,
I don't have.
we actually need an objective to put in the middle.
Who's you? It's going
I have
to
a,
one other person. There's three
what
people.
objective you need?
Something that is different and that we're gonna fight for. It can be anything, but
Let
So you
me
need to be logged in.
No, it's Penny.
Daniel Pacos is following us.
Yeah.
Hello, Daniel.
Am I using Safari or what would you have to be logged in?
Just using your default app.
Oh, Facebook app, is it?
You're sure? Does it have sound? Yes, it has.
Yeah,
I
it's
heard someone. Responded.
It's about a 40-second delay.
Yeah, well, you can go. So. Nothing.
Talking to yourself, that's
Huh?
Talking to yourself.
Yes.
So is this gonna repeat or something?
Sorry?
Is it a repeat or?
No, I think that it's on.
40-second delay. Or 30.
I think because he we're hearing now what he was playing to us, so it's gonna repeat and repeat. Every 45 seconds we're gonna hear, hello Daniel!
I found the objective.
Oh, a pound!
So where should we put it?
In the middle of the table.
It has to be a flat.
What's the pound for? Is that the stakes? Winner takes all.
Who's gonna be the artillery man? From time to time you need to smash into the table to simulate explosion.
We can just throw bits of popcorn at it.
Meteor shower.
Alright. So we are ready to start the game. So
Can you introduce yourself?
oh well, we should. So we have spectators today. We have Norman and Martin here. Martin is also going to play at some point. We're trying to teach them to the game. So
Some chocolate.
we're going to be going to teach, if I remember how this is played, we're going to be teaching
You do one of these?
Martin and
So first, the name of the game
Yeah.
is the Siege of Outpost
You never
6.
say that.
And Outpost 6 is this. It's a rusty outpost at the edge of the empire.
yeah, perfect.
I'm all set.
Okay, me too. So this is a game of Warhammer, as my companion was saying. We're gonna teach Katalin and Martin to play today. We're gonna play a simple mission. This is a small table, so it's only 600, 700 points per side. In the middle there's an objective. It's a pound, just in the middle of the table. So at the end of every turn, whoever's controlling if the active player is controlling the objective, he's gonna score 1 extra point. Points are won by killing a full unit. There's also first blood, kill the first unit of the game. There is slay the warlord, kill the opponent's warlord. And there is outflank, which is having 1 soldier behind enemy lines. Those are the basic objectives. We're not going to play with any extra objective. For our first game, those will give us enough to play with. So, I have assembled a Death Guard army. So I have 3 units of Plague Marine. They have a Blight Launcher, and that's about it. And the leader of the unit has an extra sword instead of a plague knife. I have Typhus as my commander and a Chaos Lord. Typhus I put here because he's gonna drop in from space whenever I want at the end of a movement phase. And I have a Plague Burster. Eventually I'll have the right miniature, but that's for another day.
Yeah, so here I have a Lehman Russ battle tank with pass commander, which is missing, but it's inside. You cannot see it. It's protected by a squad of Cadian infantry with a sergeant, flamethrower, grenade launcher, and a bunch of soldiers. I have another tank. How is this? Like Basilisk with a powerful cannon. Here I have a Lehman Russ destroyer protected by another squad of Cadian infantry with a sergeant, and as a heavy support it has an autocannon. In the middle, I have a priest, a tank priest engineer, a company commander, an official's commissars, and this is the main boss, and I forgot his name. You can find the name here if you need. Where is the rule book? Disappeared.
If you want, we can look for that later, or you want it now?
No.
Ah, yes, you want it now.
Should be the first. Lord Castellan Creed.
It's come off on the right hand side with the pins on,
Okay.
on the top.
Let's keep it simple. We already deployed. We're 12 inches from our border. So let's just roll the dice to see who will go first. Those are Nurgle dice. Are you sure you want to use the Chaos dice? And those are my War dice, which is not better. I got a 5.
2.
So I guess I win.
You just started.
Yeah, let's pack up, let's go home. So I'm gonna go with the first round. I brought you here a helper. It's actually quite nice, which will allow us to go through all the route to all the phases. So first phase is movement. Depending on your units, you will have a movement value. So for my Plague Marines, they are slow, so they will only move at 5
5 what?
inches. Sorry.
Can we use metrics for the international audience?
No. They have to figure it out. I am expecting them to be on a cell phone or a computer, and they'll be able to calculate that.
To scale is about 10 to 15 feet.
Which is in meters. To put it in perspective
It's what?
for a real battle.
What, 2 meters? Something like that? I don't know.
So 30 meters. So they advance quite slowly then.
The Plague Marine are particularly slow. Actually, because he's so far away, I will declare that I want to advance. I should have done that before. But because this is first turn, we're gonna skip that mistake. So I get to move 1 dice when I say advance. That's a 2, so I get to move 7 instead of 5.
Or you move 7 soldiers.
No, 7 inches. You need to stay in coherency, is that at the end of their movement they have to be 2 inches from another one from the unit, and they have all to be connected.
When your ruler was a bit at the angle.
Whenever you
Ah,
cross
I
it up,
see.
you can go anywhere you want.
Yeah. Normally you... Okay, this one I will declare it's gonna advance 2. 2, so that's 7.
Watch it, the light's coming down. Watch it, the light like that.
Nice catch!
Almost.
And I have a Chaos Lord behind this tin. The Chaos Lord will has a movement speed of 6 because he's not a Plague Marine. He is also advanced, so he has a movement of 8. He will stay behind his unit. Last, you saw your unit. Advance 2. 6. This guy will move 11
So why is he 11?
because it's 5 base plus 6 on the dice.
Oh, I see.
Okay, so you have 2 options when you want to move across buildings. One is go around them, which is why this is perfect. Or you have to go above them. 11 would allow me to get just here, so that's fine.
very precise, isn't it? You need ladders to climb up the building.
Depend on the unit.
It's not, you're not really looking to climbing up, is it? They've got
Jetpacks.
jetpacks. They've all got jetpacks.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, all of them, yeah. So you
Not
can,
all of them. Really.
They're supposed to have basic equipment so they can scale up anything. If the movement allows to end up in the other end. Last one to move will be my tank.
Which tank is that?
Big burst tank.
you can't tell.
Like
Why
a
is it
little
towering?
naked.
Where's the tank's tower?
It's only half a tank.
It's a peace tank. It doesn't have weapons.
It's really destroyed.
Is a yes.
They're actually pushing it on.
It's like in the Flintstones, you got people inside with the legs.
So tanks will move 9 inches when he is up for life.
Like that's a building.
Yeah, I don't
Oh, it
want to
goes
move,
upward.
so I'm just gonna hide here.
Oh.
That's it?
That's the movement phase. Next phase is a side shift phase. Because there's no side shifting play, I skip that. And I go to the shooting phase. On the shooting phase, because I choose to advance with all my troops, I can only shoot assault weapons. And that is at a -1 on the die to hit. But my weapons are range 36. I have 2 blade launchers. So 36 from this guy.
No, my surgeon.
Why do you put your surgeon? Oh, because this is his first game, whoops. So both my blade launcher reach.
To inspire the truth. You cannot hide in it.
He's hiding in the tank. That's what
They start with higher morale.
I can shoot at this unit. And this guy can shoot at this unit. Okay. Make sure that measurement and weapon deep profile are right. That is always something you have to check. Because it's a long time since last time I played with this army. So I'm gonna check my weapon range.
We trust you, Scan.
what arm have you got?
That's fine, I don't trust myself.
Yeah.
Where's your army?
Blood angels. They're at home.
It's exactly so.
They're only half built and not painted. So.
Yeah, I don't know why he complains about mine.
I mean, all my army looks like a Scander's tank. That's what it is. It's all in pieces. I only got one arm and stuff.
What is the rules are?
Blade launcher, sorry, it's 24, so I have no range. You're safe.
No. You checked it.
Yeah, I knew something. I was just wanted to scare him.
No.
Okay.
This is just an outpost.
And my heavy support is the tank that is a Plague Burst Crawler. Since I moved, I can shoot my heavy at -4, but I decided to hide. I need a line of sight from this. I can see that tank, I'm gonna go for the tank. It's fully covered, so that's gonna be a +1 to his sim. And -1 to my hit because I moved. So I get to shoot 2 entropy cannon. One of the issues of this game is that by the corner you shoot everything, and by tanks it means the tanks got in and put all the weapon and then got back. So 2 entropy cannons, I throw them together. So I know my tank is a 3+ skill, which means my dice need to have a 3 or up, but since I moved it -1, so only the 4 counts. This one miss. Now for the damage, we need to see my strength versus his resistance. So the strength of my weapon will be 8. You need to tell me what's the resistance of your tank.
I have it here. and I lost it.
These things get easier with time.
So the battle tank.
Mm-hmm.
So this is a demolisher, but they are the same, yeah?
Yeah.
So what do you want to know? My
The strength,
Resistance.
resistance.
very good. Good strength. 7.
7. Okay.
Assuming S is strength.
No, no.
Is it R, resistance?
Resistance or armor or something?
Toughness, I think.
Toughness.
8. Toughness.
8 toughness.
So you can't do anything now.
No, I can always be able. So I double check, toughness 8, lemon rose battle tank, then. Okay. So yeah, that means that, oh, I changed the page. Okay. Because I have the same score as him, it actually means that I will roll on a 4-up. If I had more than him, it's a 3-up. If I double his toughness, then it's a 2-up. And the same happens on the lower scale. If I have less, it's a 5-up. If I have twice as less, or he has twice as much strength, then I will be a 6-up. So it's 1 4-up. Let's see what happens. I miss because I roll a 2, and that's it. After that, there's charge declaration, we're too far away. There's a fight phase, there's nobody in combat. And the moral phase, nobody died. We skip that.
Okay.
It's your turn. So turn 1, part B.
Okay, so now I'm rolling
Now you roll all the dice.
all the dice. Not all the dice, all the dice
No.
What do you want to do?
to attack it.
Not yet.
You have to move
You have
first.
to move.
Moving phase. So
Exactly.
first I need to
Movement phase. So
let's see how far I can move with my
exactly.
infantry. I think it's not that much.
I recommend you go for cover. You are
So
gonna
infantry
need it.
squad. Okay. Movement 6 inch for the infantry squad.
6 inches.
6
Perfect.
inch only?
Yeah.
Okay. So I can move all of them, yeah?
Remember, you can advance as well.
Yeah, you can declare advance, but if you do, you will not be able to shoot. Nonetheless, you can measure the distance now. See, most of your weapons are range 24,
Yes.
so I'd say 24 plus 6, that's 30. If you move 30 toward me, you'll be able to move to attack. So I recommend not advancing, so you can start shooting.
So I'm moving to cover now, yeah?
Will be best. To get the benefit of cover, all the soldiers in that troop needs to be behind the cover.
Yeah, but I'm too far. So
Yeah.
let's see this one. This one can. Not all of them.
Those can die first. That's actually how you do. You choose who dies, so you kill those out of cover, which make a lot of sense, and then the next one has a lot more resistance, easy behind cover.
So I can move this.
Mm-hmm.
Hide them. Can I move all the squad or?
Yeah, and so if you saw what I did is calculate the first one, and then move the rest of the unit parallel to it.
In line it or behind it.
Yeah. Right now you have a small unit of 10 guys. When you have your real units of 40 men, you want to speed that up.
So this will be naked. Okay. What about these guys?
Move.
6.
If you don't mind not shooting, you can declare advance and get them all behind cover. He wants to shoot.
Okay.
Which is not a bad idea. I have Plague Marine that can take a lot of pain, so I'm not worried. That's why I don't go for cover.
And now the tank.
Also, my army is low, it doesn't move, doesn't go to cover. Oh, one little detail. You need to open space for your tank to move. So if you want, I'd say these two guys need to be a little back and move them here instead. So they open. Now, he probably came from here, so you should leave it here behind.
Yeah. And this one, can I move it here instead of here?
Is he part of the unit or is he?
Yes, it's part of the unit.
He needs to stay in coherence.
Within 2 inches.
Yeah.
So how is it gonna shoot behind the cover?
In theory, tanks need, there's no issue with that, but the tank will need to pass without,
Killing itself.
yeah.
Scorching
Would
them.
be handy.
So what is the movement for the
Tanks. It's the
Mm.
M.
WS,
M, the first one. Show me the first one.
the star?
So because you have a tank has life, so on full health, he's gonna move this
10
distance.
inch.
Yeah.
But I don't want to move 10 inch because I'm too close to.
You're gonna throw the lights again, be careful.
Okay, so maximum 10 inch for the tank. And let's see the band, the other one.
You see it a rifle? Isn't it an earth shaker or something?
Basilisk,
Basilisk.
12 inch movement. But this maybe I don't want to range 250 inch. So I can fire
Can't you just
Far away.
fire? Can't you fire? No.
not in the movement phase.
Yeah, remember that some of those weapons you cannot shoot them if you move, huh?
So I will move this here. Or should I let it there? Because I can still fire if I behind the cover. So I'll move it here. And the same this one.
Yeah.
And this one,
If it moves, I don't think it can shoot
this one it's okay far behind.
because that one
This
has
will
a.
stay in the back anyway for the moment.
He has the range.
Yeah.
I think that one on the back doesn't need to watch at his opponent. He can shoot without watching.
Well, mortar. Okay, now what's the next phase?
So now he's shooting psychic phase, which you don't have. We skip to shooting phase.
The wood face. Sashi.
Huh?
What's this?
Psychic. It's the magic here. So they say that there's some psychers
So I can
that
choose
can
my.
throw spell around.
Psychic agent.
The order doesn't matter, yeah?
Huh?
The order matter?
No, just make sure you shoot with everyone and you don't shoot twice with the same.
Yeah, so I will shoot with this one first
Mm-hmm.
to see how it looks. So let's see.
So the steps are choose a unit to shoot with, then choose a target, then choose a ranged weapon.
So I'm using the basilisk
Uh-huh.
and I will shoot something.
So first look at the profile of
Shoot
your.
something that scans army. That's my top tip for you.
Okay. Earthshaker cannon.
Earthshaker cannon.
Range 240 inch. Type heavy D. Strength 9. Armor -3. So you said you have armor, yeah?
Oh yeah.
D3. Roll 2 dice for the number of attacks when firing this weapon and discard the lowest result. This weapon can target units that are not visible to the bearer.
Okay.
So I don't need to see it.
Okay. So what type of weapon it is to make sure you
Heavy D6.
heavy D6. So I guess you can move and still shoot, but at -1 to hit. Okay. So heavy D6 means you have D6 shots. With that special rule, it say what? That you roll twice to know the amount of shots? Roll 2 dice for the amount of shots. Okay, so you need to choose one unit to attack.
This could be cool.
Huh?
Okay.
First round will always be slower, and little by little the round will be faster and faster.
So I'm gonna take one of your special stuff.
You need to
What
shoot.
weapon has the?
You cannot choose who you shoot. You have to choose the unit. So I have
the squad or the, or
the
a
squad.
tank.
Yeah. So I
Isn't
have
it? It's
the
gonna
same
choose.
3 squadrons.
Okay.
It's 4 normal marines, 2 heavy weapons, and a sergeant.
I'm gonna choose this one, which is in front.
Okay.
And how many there?
There are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
7.
But you shoot your amount, which is a d6. So to first, this weapon requires that you learn how many shots you have. You have 2 dice because the rules say you discard the lowest.
Yeah.
So this means you.
6 and 2.
So you discard the 2, you get 6 shots. So now
6
take
shots.
6 dice. That's a very good start.
Wow, look how happy he is.
Yeah. Kill. Ah. But you don't know what you need to shoot. Okay. So
Okay.
go back to your book and look at
That's-
his not weapon skill, his ballistic skill. BS. Bullshit.
Yes.
Just to let you know, I see 2 ones, and the rest is very high, so it doesn't really matter what he's looking for. It's gonna be easy. 2 misses and 4 hits. His ballistic should be 4 up. So ballistic skill depends on the health, 4 up.
4 plus.
So it means that normally you need a 4 to hit, but you only have 5 and 6s.
So I have 2 miss and 4.
4 hits. Why did you put the book away? You need to look at the strength of your weapon.
Come on. I thought you'd done your homework.
Am I being evil?
Strength 9.
Strength 9! But
Who's
I'm,
evil now?
but I'm toughness 5, so it's only, it doesn't double my health. So it's only 3 ups to wound. So take those 4 dice, take 4 dice and roll, and only count the 3 ups. So the hits will now try to inflict wounds. So I see a 2, that's a miss, but the 3 is good. So there's 3 wounds. There's 3 active wounds on my unit. So now come the assignment part. That's the part where I take control of the situation. As in, I choose who will receive the wound, and I will start with
But
my.
why do you choose? Why can't he choose?
Otherwise, they always go for the high units. It's
Yeah.
going to be the enemy over too quick.
Yeah, you don't want to lose your heavy weapons and your characters.
Yeah, because otherwise, yeah.
So the defender gets to choose to put his cannon fodder first.
Plus, like, you know, when you're flying a bar or something, you're never going to be precise. You're not going to necessarily take out the person you're aiming for and all that kind of things.
Or in theory, if somebody drops the mortar, the next guy grabs the mortar.
Exactly, yeah.
Okay, anyhow, so he wounded, I need to save. So I assign my wound, the armor is 3 up, 3 plus, but he
-3.
-3, so that becomes 6 up. Because it's the 3 same guys, I'm gonna roll all 3 together. I got a 6, so I got 2 wounds, but I have a rule which is called feel no pain. Nonetheless, his weapon can cause more than 1 damage from this unsaved. So please tell me what's the damage of your weapon?
Oh, a lot.
Yes, I'm not sure why you keep putting away the book.
It's heavy.
Maybe
Like 2 kilo.
put a bookmark in it.
I told you to print.
I have 2 already for my units.
I told you to print your army list because it will
Yeah,
be
but
a lot easier.
I didn't have the army. Yeah. Where is my... Yeah.
So
Okay, so what do you want to know now?
the damage. So D will tell us damage. So D3. That means that each of these wounds will do that amount of damage to the unit. That guy only has 1 wound. Normally he will just die. But I have a rule that can save it. So we actually need to know that. So you need to roll a damage wound for each of the unsaved wounds. So 2 dice. Okay, so because it's D3, we round down. As in, the 3 becomes a 2 and the 5 becomes a 3. So my first guy needs to save twice. I have something which is not distinguishably resilient, is disgustingly resilient.
Resilient.
Resilient. Thank you. Which is 5 up. I save one, miss one, he dies.
Yeah.
The next one,
Big time going to kill one.
the next one has to do that with 3 wounds.
So you have to land damage dead. You can't.
And he saved 2 of them, but not the third one. He dies too. Almost saved that one.
Critical damage.
And yes, his big cannon only killed 2 guys.
Did he kill the dice as well?
No, they're
Okay. Now the next.
yeah, the next
Yeah.
weapon.
The next weapon.
Oh, yeah, still your turn.
Still your turn. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, Scan didn't get any shooting.
So the next weapon it's.
Because why you moved.
Because I started far away.
Where is my tank? Lemon rust tank. Let's see. Battle cannon, 72-inch fire
I
range.
think you'll be alright, yeah. That's like the whole table.
I'm gonna select this one, which has pass commander in it,
Mm-hmm.
so that means something. So actually this is a tank commander because Paskin is inside. So battle cannon 72-inch. So let me choose. Let's see 72. Ah, it's far away.
You do.
Okay.
So let me choose which one. I'm gonna. Do you have any wounds here or not?
Well, you have already killed 2 guys.
Okay.
Each one of these guys have only 1 wound, so they're gonna die when they don't pass their field of aim.
So I'm gonna attack this one
Okay, sounds good.
because I have a weak soldiers there. Okay, so roll 1 dice for this one, I think.
It's a battle cannon, normally it has. Yeah,
1
D6 or 1 hit?
heavy d6.
Heavy
Five.
D6. So it's a D6 attacks. So roll 1 dice to see how many attacks you have.
1 attack.
1 attack. From 6 to 1.
2.
2. But you have a -1, so that becomes a 1. Because you moved.
There's no point in looking.
1 is always a miss. There's
So
no.
next one.
Yeah, next weapon.
Next one.
So what happened? You misfired.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Missed, basically. Yeah.
Next one is the demolisher, which is 24-inch only.
Ooh, that doesn't reach. No, I know because I tried to shoot and then it wasn't at 24.
Yeah, nice.
Yeah, doesn't switch. Okay. So that means I skip it.
Well, that one, he doesn't have bolters and stuff. Heavy bolters.
I have heavy bolter, yeah.
So, oh, you need to shoot a heavy bolter from this one first. Does he have heavy bolter or flamer?
That's heavy bolter. And flamers
On the side.
sponsor. And another one here.
Okay, so you have a heavy bolter to shoot. Since you didn't declare
46.
that you were shooting at someone else, you have to shoot it at them. If you want to split your fire, you have to do it before you start from the first eye of shooting.
So that it's over or I
No,
fire
he needs
again?
to shoot. Yeah, because you haven't thrown any other dice, and because it's your first game, I'll let you shoot that one.
Okay, so 30 and something.
But you already shoot that unit, so I'm gonna force you to shoot at that unit,
Okay.
which is not a bad thing for because all my units are the same. Actually, it's the cannon that's underneath.
Doesn't reach.
It's Also, it's in the rules that you have to make the sound effects. If you don't make the sound effects, you're disqualified.
Really?
Yeah.
In where?
Okay, so let's see. This
You
is
need to
my
speak up. I hope they heard you.
my Pask tank commander. My commander Pask. Heavy bolter, heavy 346. So I roll 1, yeah? 5
What is that? To hit.
to hit, yes.
Wait, but it's only one shot? I think it should be 2 shots.
Heavy bolter,
The first is here. So heavy bolter is heavy 3. So you need to throw 2 more dice.
also is 3.
Yeah, well, you need to read up the number. Okay, so what's the shooting skill of that guy?
Okay.
Since I character should be 2 up.
So the strength,
No, the ballistic skill.
BS,
BS.
plus 2 plus.
2 plus. Okay. You have a -1 because you move, but all of those are hits.
Still 3 hits, yeah?
So now you need to know your strength of the weapon. It's 5, but I'm gonna let him. Look.
5. Strength is 5.
Okay, my toughness is 5, so that means you have a 4 up to wound. We can hear the echo.
Yeah. Yeah.
Echo.
Okay, so
You have to reroll.
You have to roll again, those 3 dice, or any of the 3 dice.
666.
I think that's a hit.
666, wow.
I win!
He just nuked you.
I'm watching you on the camera.
666.
666.
Can you see that on the camera?
Just reroll that.
Yeah, you did.
Anyhow, it doesn't matter.
What do you mean that's another adjustment?
I'm gonna watch the stream later on, but he's telling me that the sound is really bad. It's
It's like a echo.
echo.
Who's telling?
Se aude echo.
No.
Commercial break.
Commercial break. We're gonna see the things and swap this.
Who moved this? It's 666. Now I need to choose three units, yeah?
No,
No, squad.
you already hit. I am the one who assigned the
Oh,
wounds.
the unit is
So I'm gonna assign it to my soldiers. And I'm gonna save. So what's the AP of that weapon? It should be -1, but I'll let you check.
No, it's -1.
So my 3 up becomes a 4 up. In this case, I fail all 3 of them. And that becomes damage. So how much damage do you do? It should be 1.
It's a heavy bolter, so damage is 1.
So I need to do a 5 up on my feel no pain for each one of them. So I still roll all 3 together. There's no issue with that. 1 save, 2 die. I'm gonna kill these 2 guys that were left behind. Next weapon.
Next weapon, so I'm going to the Demolisher,
Mm-hmm.
which has 1 weapon out of range,
And 1,
and I have a heavy bolter.
which is the one you just shot. At who are you aiming the heavy bolt?
I was firing this heavy bolter.
Now is the other one.
Now
Yeah.
is the other one.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna go
Against the same. Perfect.
the same unit.
So 3 dice. But this is not a character, so he has. Well, we need to look at his ballistic skill, which should be 4 up if I remember well.
4 plus.
Because you move, you have a -1 because it's a heavy weapon. that means that the 4 miss. The 5 is a hit.
So only one.
Only one. Yeah. So strength 5 to toughness 5, 4 up, 2 wound.
3.
That doesn't wound. I'm safe.
So it missed.
Okay.
No, he didn't miss. He hit, but it ricocheted.
Yeah. There's armor. Now I'm gonna hit with. Let me choose one. With the infantry squad.
Do they reach? What's the reach of their weapon?
Okay, so 24-inch. No. What about auto cannon? I have an auto cannon.
Yeah, that one will reach. Let's check it out.
I'm cheating. I'm doing it.
48-inch.
That should
So
reach
this one,
anywhere
I
on
think
the
I'm
table.
pretty sure that would reach.
Heavy 2.
Heavy 2, so that means it's -1 to hit, but you have 2 shots. At who are you aiming the shots?
I'm gonna target that guys too.
Alright.
Okay, so this is 2 dice, yeah?
2 dice. Five up because he moved. So he missed both.
Missed.
Okay.
Okay.
Does
Yes.
any other weapon is in range?
Let me check the little guys.
Little guys should all have last cannon, if it's what it is.
Lord Castellan Creed.
Ah.
Well,
Character,
he's
I have
behind
no
the
idea.
thing now.
Hot shot lapis on 6-inch, so it doesn't reach.
No.
Commissar with the. Let's see.
Maybe line of sight.
Commissar.
They need line of sight.
Yeah, you need line of sight, no?
Well, that one can see these guys, but
Where is my commissar?
It's the blue tackle.
Yes.
yeah, to hold it together. That's very common.
Make repair fun.
Yo.
Like a special,
I gave away my
Please,
line
yeah.
laser.
to repair stuff.
It's,
It's not blue tack. Yeah. It's like industrial strength sealant foam.
So this
It's
is
a big
Lord
tank
Commissar.
thing.
Let's make it Lord Commissar. I don't think we have any other Commissar.
Don't worry, he has a gun.
Well, this is the I think
Plasma
it's the
gun.
Plasma.
It's still 6 inches.
Okay, so I cannot do anything with that.
Yep.
Let's check the next one. What Tech Priest,
This is only
12
first
inch.
No.
Lapis, 12 inch, too small.
I'm joking. It depends. You know.
And
until you
company
got the armor.
commander, I think, is the same.
Yeah.
10 rounds.
The,
50.
if he has anything else, it's gonna be a rifle which is 24, which you don't have reach. So the question is, do you have any other weapon that is not
Message the
24?
weapon. No, I don't think so.
No, don't worry, don't worry. Those guys are, yeah, no.
No, I have a weapon for this. Yeah, so no other
Okay.
shots.
Hey, scoundrel time again.
So I kill
Well
4.
done. Exactly. So charges, we're too far away. You need to be in 12 for to declare a charge. Fight phase, nobody's in melee. Moral phase, aha. So you kill 2 guys from this squad, 2 guys from this squad. How does moral works is that you need to accumulate enough kill on that squad that their will reach their morale with a D6 throw. So right now it will be, for this squad, it will be up to 6. So that's a 5, for example. So that's a 2 dead plus 5, that's 7. But the morale of those guys is like 8 or 9. So those guys don't care about it.
They don't care about their comrades.
It's a morale, yeah.
Yeah, they don't care about the
Yeah,
dead
these are
comrades.
plague wounds, so they're infected with a virus. So they're
They shouldn't even
Some
need to
have
check
lower-
because they're
and some have lower.
really
like,
bad,
Some
but-
units might be insane or whatever, not care about their squad rates and things like that.
yeah. So my leadership is 8.
Squad could go.
So that means that the dead plus the dice need to be 9 or more, so I can start losing by morale. So if he is able to kill 4 soldiers from a unit, then that can be a 10, and then I have
Yeah,
to check.
nice one, thank you.
That's when it starts becoming interesting. Okay, so my turn, movement phase. I keep on advancing.
If
So
you need more mana, you can get it from
Yeah,
there.
do you want one to scan?
in a sec,
Yeah.
after my turn. So it's 5 plus my range of 24.
About
That's that will be
I'm so tired after this.
29. So on 29 I'll be able to shoot all these guys, so I don't need to advance. From here I will barely reach and I will not be in cover. So I will advance with these guys and I will start with this. So I choose to advance here. 5 on the dice, that's a movement of 10. So on 10 I can get all my guys into cover. It also means that because I move, I can only shoot, because I advance, I can only shoot with the assault weapon, but I have 2 of them. These guys are just gonna advance or move. So these they don't need to advance.
So how did you choose the position of the covers?
Of the
This is random.
Just one
of the what? Sorry.
the covers.
The
The
buildings
white bricks.
and
The terrain.
We can set up that at the beginning. On tournaments, normally they start set up on a symmetrical way. But there's also rules to set them up, as in you put 1, I put 1, you put 1, I put 1.
There is this book that is telling you how to set up.
Yeah, there's
different
hundreds of
patterns.
rules, but it takes time. And right now I choose a placement that would allow us to go into cover from one side or have an open side on the other side. So to get control of this, you need to be between 20 inches, which I am not. So I'm gonna try to advance with this middle unit. See if I can reach it. No, that's a 7. Well, that's a 2 plus 5, 7.
So the objective is to get to the pound coin, is that? You're a bit far.
I think you get a bonus if you get there. But,
Yeah.
The objective is to wipe the other army out.
Huh?
The objective is to wipe the other army
Ah,
out.
I see.
That's your
You'll get 1 victory point per unit you destroy, full unit you destroy from the opponent. But controlling the coin will give you 1 extra point at the end of the turn. Oh, my lord. My lord needs to move forward. He's going to advance 2. He's moving 6 plus 1, 7. So he keeps in distance with his unit. That also reminds me that he allows me to reroll once to those that are in 6. Nice, I got 2 units in 6. Okay. Psychic phase, no psychic, movement phase, shooting phase, and now I can do stuff. So, my tank didn't move this time, so I'm gonna wait for my soldier to shoot with the tank. I'm gonna start with this unit. So right now they're not in 12, so I cannot double tap with them, but they certainly are in 24. So I have 2 bolt gun. Yeah, 2 bolt gun. So that's 2 shots. Range 24, they're shooting at the soldiers. I'm gonna shoot everything at your soldiers group. So I am a 3 up as a shooter. There's nothing stopping that. So that's 2 hits at 5 and a 3. Ball gun is strength 4. Toughness of your soldier
3.
So, and 1 above, that means 3 to wounds, 3 or more to wounds, and that's ones, so it doesn't wound. Now, this guy have blade launcher, which is assault 2, so each one will shoot twice, that's 4 dice. 3 ups to hit, I miss 1, but I have a Chaos Lord next to them, which make me reroll once. That's still a 2, that's a miss, so only 2 hits. This weapon is strength 6, your toughness 3. This is 2 up to wound. And this poison, if I get a 1, I reroll. 2 up to wounds, 3 wounds. Okay? Since your whole unit is not behind cover, only those that are 1 inch away from the cover benefit from cover. The whole unit needs to be in cover to benefit from cover. That means your soldier only have their normal armor, but I have a 2 armor piercing. So your armor is?
For the sergeant is 2 and for the guards it's 1.
No, that's something else. That's attacks. So the armor is a saving.
Saving, 5 plus.
5 plus minus 2, nothing. So that's just 3 dead, sorry. You have nothing, normally you have nothing that saves you from this weapon.
Fate.
Yeah.
The Empire.
So I recommend killing those behind, so you get closer to the cover.
So I'm gonna kill these 3.
Okay. I will say, oh, this is a special weapon, not that
Fine
one.
3.
Yeah, no, that one you keep, yeah.
These 3.
Okay, so put it outside of the game.
Oh, the poor guys.
Lay them down on the
Can we lay them down?
Lay them down where they're
No,
standing.
they're just hibernation chamber. Stasis chamber.
Recovery.
Okay,
Being-
we
so-
should
being
take
participating.
a reminder of how many dead for the moral phase. So now I'm gonna shoot with these guys. So these guys have a range of 24-2. They can all shoot at that unit. Or they could start watering down this one too. Yeah, let's water down that one, because that unit is a little more wounded. Okay. So same, I have 4 guys, which bolt gun, so that's 4 dice, 3 ups to wounds, to hit. Miss 2, Chaos Lord, get to reroll ones. 4 hits, sorry, so 6, 4, 3 and 3. So now it's strength 4 to toughness 3, right?
Yes.
3 ups. And that's 3 misses, only 1 wound. I have a 5. So now you have to save. So that's a 5 up, you say. My ball gun has no armor piercing, so it's a 5 up. Throw 1 dice and see if the 5 up safe.
1.
That's not a 5 up. Kill someone.
No!
So first death. Blade launcher. I really hope this blade launcher do a lot more damage. So 4 dice because it's 2 shot each. He still have people outside of cover, so I don't care. There's a 2 that miss, the rest are hits. So strength 6 to toughness 3, that's 2 ups to wound, and reroll 1 because it's a plague weapon. 3 wounds, and minus 2 to wound, to armor save, that means you don't have save. So kill 3 guys. My weapon has a damage rating and would normally, oh thank you, would normally need to know how many, make more wounds to those guys, but since they're not there, it doesn't matter. They only have 1 wound on the side. It doesn't matter how many wounds they have. I overkill those guys, no matter what. Okay, so that was 3 guys. So please mark a 4 in that dice. That's a 5. Perfect. And now I'm gonna shoot at this. Do I want to finish the watering down? Yes. This guy don't reach, and I advanced with this unit. Oh. Uh-oh.
Well,
So I advanced with this unit, it doesn't reach, so guns cannot shoot, but I advanced with this one too.
Conundrum.
So the first wave of shots didn't shoot, so get one guy back.
Wow. That's your fate.
I told you, have faith in the Emperor.
But my hit
The
were,
Emperor protects.
but my 2 hits that had -1 were all 4 or above, so they're not affected by the -1. But we should have looked at and make sure it didn't, nothing wrong happened. So only 3 kills. Now I cannot shoot with that. I go with my tank. With my tank, I will choose to split a little the fire. So this unit is bigger. Probably gonna shoot the big gun of my tank there.
What is it gonna?
Shh. I will show you a picture of it in the book. So I have a plague burst mortar, which doesn't need to watch to see the opponent,
I can't see it.
and and 2 entropy cannon, which has range 36, heavy 1, and I have line of sight to that tank. So let's see if it's reached that tank, so I can declare my weapon. 36. Yes, I do reach.
No.
You say no? Alright.
Try it.
It's at the hull, it's not the tank. Fine. I will throw the entropy cannon at the heavy one? No, at these guys. Okay. The heavy gun is gonna, the mortar is gonna be at them. Mortar is heavy D6. That one didn't move, so it has no issue. 6 shots.
Wow.
He had 6 shots on his first attack, don't say wow. The tank is at 4 ups ballistic, so 2 misses. Sorry. Nobody's gonna be here anyway, but should be more cautious. Okay, so 4 hits. Plague burst mortars is strength 8 to toughness 3. Ooh, I should have used that against the tank. Oops. Anyhow, that means I more than double, so it's 2 wounds, and it's a plague weapon, so I will still reroll once. Have a 1, reroll, it's a 2, have 4 wounds on that unit. Armor piercing 2 means that your armor will not protect you because you're 5 up. Okay? So kill 4 guys. Yeah. You need to keep coherency, so make sure there's 2 between these 2 guys, that's fine. And now put a 7 on that die. Now we're gonna see what happened on the moral phase of those guys. And Commissar is too far to protect them. Alright. Entropy cannon, I declare that on those guys, so I can shoot them over there. Entropy cannon needs to be able to see their opponent. That's why they're shooting over there. 4 up. Oh shit. It's a 6 and a 4, so I get 2 hits. Strength 8. Also, so I'm at 2 up, 2 wounds. That's 2 wounds. So, and this is -4 because it's my last cannon. So kill 2 guys. Okay, next thing I shoot over there, we'll have full cover, which is 1 more to armor saving throw. And this become a 5 because I killed 2 guys.
So what are you changing the dice?
So that's the death counter. It will help us figure that out on the moral phase.
Oh, I see.
So that's about it for me. I'm probably looking at gaining first blood now.
What does that mean?
I'm gonna wipe one of his units, probably. So, charge, no charge, still too far. Fight phase, nothing melee. Moral phase, now it's become something new.
Now
So-
it's my turn. Or?
No, moral phase, we need to kill you guys. Take a moral test. Roll a dice and add the number of models from that unit that have been slain this turn. If the result of the moral test exceeds the highest leadership character in the unit, the test fails. For each point that the test is failed by, 1 model in that unit must flee and is removed from play. You choose which model flee from your command. Alright, so you need to throw 1 dice and that's 7 to these guys. And that's a 3, so that's a 10. You need to compare the morale of those guys to 10, which they should be lower, like 7, hopefully.
So which one is the more?
Leadership, morale,
6,
7.
7.
So you still have a sergeant, right?
Yes,
So it's 7.
7.
But it's 10, so 3 up, 3 above, you lose 3 guys. That means I have 1 victory point for first blood and 1 victory point for killing 1 unit. So I have 2 points and I'm leading the game.
There's one guy there now. No, it's only the
No.
tank.
Does Julius Pask give any moral bonus?
If not, I will fire him.
I'm only taking your soldier out. Your tanks are intact.
So where do I see this?
If he has any rule that says something that he gives his moral to anyone or something.
With my seven.
No?
Let's
Okay.
ignore that.
Alright. Let's play. So that's the end of my turn. I'm not in the objective, it's your turn. Oh, sorry. We have a moral test on this side too.
Oh, yeah.
So it's 5 plus. Don't throw 2 or less and you're safe.
1.
Throw more than 2. Oh, 2, you're safe.
So,
So 5 and 2 is
I
7.
have 4
Suicide.
units there. So.
I want to take suicide. You get 1.
So now it's my turn to fire, yeah?
No, first moving.
Ah, moving.
Are you gonna move?
So I'm gonna move, yes. So I'm gonna move this to cover.
I think you need to slide them all, but okay.
Or they cover?
No, he's gonna have a +1 to his armor save. So
Yeah. And this will go to cover also. Around 6 inch, yeah? Yeah, I have 6 on the side.
Well, you mean cover, but he's out of line of sight, so that's more than cover.
So how you,
One on the side can shoot.
how are you gonna shoot them?
They have guns, so they need to be very close. Normally those characters give bonus, so
Actually, if I don't need to keep them together, 6, I can put the commissar here.
yes.
I can put this one for the tank and keep this like this just in case something pops up.
Mhm.
Darth Vader, Rackman's Darth Vader.
Okay, so moving phase is not complete because I need to move my tank.
Do you want to move it? Oh yeah, that one doesn't have much range, you need to move.
Yeah, so this is in like task movement 10 inch. So 10 will be here, open to the nature. Okay, let me see the basilisk if I move it or not.
I think that one doesn't need to move because it has
Yeah, it's vulnerable anyway. So that's my moving phase. Let's see. I'm attacking with this one first.
Okay. To what?
So I'm hitting these guys.
Okay.
2 dice.
2 dices, remove lowest.
3, 1.
So remove 1,
So
3
3
attacks.
attacks.
You have
5, 4, 4.
I think they're all hit, but you're 4 up to hit, right? So his baseline characteristic should be 4 all over, so that should be fine
So I have D6,
on the hits.
strength 9.
No, but the tank has a ballistic skill, strength 9.
4 plus.
4 plus, perfect.
Yeah, so all of it.
3 hits.
3 hits.
So strength 9 to toughness 5, it's 3 ups because you don't double me.
So
You need to roll again the the hits so that it can become wounds.
5, 4, 3.
They're all wounds. So I need to save. What's the armor piercing?
-3.
Okay. So I'm a 3 up. 3 up becomes 6 up. I have a 6, so only 2 wounds. How much damage?
Team 9.
I think it was a D3.
D3.
Okay, so throw me 2 D3s.
5, 3.
Okay, so it's rounded down, it's half of it, so the 5 becomes a 3, the 3 becomes a 2. So I'm gonna save the 3 first, 5 ups with my disgustingly resilient. I have a 5, but 2 misses, 1 gets dead. The other one was 2 wounds, 2 damage. I have 1 5, 1 1, another guy died. 2 dead guys. Next weapon!
Okay. Oh, no.
That's a flamer.
Ah, but it's too far away.
Yeah.
So, the Pask tank commander, it's initiating an attack, which, let's hope, will kill someone this time. Okay. So the battle cannon. Also one dice, yeah, for the battle cannon. Two.
So two hits. I mean two shots. So two,
4, 3.
4 and 3. That's both hit because he's your general. That's a 2-up to hit. Now you need to know the damage of the battle cannon. No, the damage. Oh.
Oh, the damage.
Now you already throw a double 1, so we don't care. You miss those two. But normally you need to.
So D3.
No. Strength first.
Ah, strength. It's 8.
8. Okay, so that was a 3-up that you missed.
So I missed again.
No, because he threw once. So, oh yeah, his general missed again.
Last time.
But he has an autocannon, so that's no, that's a heavy bolter, right?
And a heavy bolter was good last time.
Yeah, 3 shots. At least
Heavy
one.
bolter, yes.
So you have 3 more shots. 2 ups to hit.
So heavy bolter, it's 3.
Yeah. Heavy 3, but you didn't move, so it's fine.
3, 4, 1.
So you miss the 1. That's you need to wound. So strength 5 against toughness 5. 4 ups to wounds. 2 dice. You need to get 4s or more.
6 and 3.
So that's 1 wound.
1 wound.
So how much is the armor piercing? It should be 1. So that's a 4-up save for me.
Yeah, 1.
And I roll a 3, so that means how much damage? I think it's 1.
1.
Have my resilience.
Yeah.
Okay. And that's a 5-up now, which I failed, so I have to remove 1 more guy. From this group or from this group?
I
Forgot.
was targeting the middle one.
Alright. That's fine. So now I have 3.
How come you got more soldiers?
Huh?
How come you got more soldiers?
Because he started first.
He's got less tanks.
Oh.
The also each army is different on statistics, so mine are a lot more resistant and strong, but he had twice the soldier I have, and he had 3 tanks with twice the soldier I have. I have half his soldiers, only 1 tank, because my things cost more.
So which one is this one?
Points at the start, like 500 points.
I see.
That's a flamer
Choose.
or a multi-melta.
Because
Not sure.
it's not this is the flavor.
So you start with your
It sounds like a flamer, yeah.
Yeah, well, see, if you.
So this is the
gain
flavor
yourself,
and this
you'll
is
get a
something
500
else.
point game, and
Are
then
they
you
different?
choose whichever
Yes.
units you think would be
They
best
should be
for
the
you.
same, but I
No,
don't know.
because I have different weapons.
Okay.
So I wanna see if I have a last cannon or not. Or multi-melta.
No, those are not last. Multi-melta maybe.
But it's 24, so which is
You targeted this unit, so you have to measure it against this unit.
You got some small stuff.
Yeah, you can
yeah,
shoot.
I can reach.
Thanks.
So this is the multi-melta, yeah?
Yeah, you got that one piece. You want to go to them?
That's fine, thank you.
Captain?
So I cannot roll 2 dices because it's not hard
No.
distance.
No.
So it's the same 3.
No, it's only 1. Multi-melta is only 1 attack. Because that's a tank breaker.
Everyone.
It's only 1 dice. Because that's supposed to melt through an armor. But
Right.
well, it's passed, so it's 2 up. So that's fine. That's a 2 hit. Now the strength of multi-melta should be something like 8 or 9.
8.
So that's higher than my toughness, but not double, so it's a 3 up to wound. 1 dice, 3 up, 2 up.
4.
Okay. -2, -3, -4.
-4.
-4. I don't have a save then. -3. I have a 3 up save, -4. 4, 5, 6, nothing. So I have directly resilience. How much is the damage?
Damage, let me see. D6.
Roll a d6. And please roll 1.
6.
That's a very well cooked soldier.
So I had that good weapon at the beginning.
Got
I
good
didn't
training.
know.
No, it was out of range before, I
Best of
think.
the implant.
It was not.
So I have only 2 5, so I didn't save at all. That guy is melt down. Now I have 4 deaths in each unit. Now Demolisher. I think you still have the Demolisher. Oh, and the soldier on this side.
Yeah, and this.
Yeah, they're hiding.
too.
They cannot.
Okay, let's see the Demolisher. Demolisher, cannon 24.
You want to take over? Or
So I'm gonna kill the middle.
you want to take over from my side?
No, no, you go for it, man. I'm
You just watching.
I'm enjoying watching.
Okay.
I don't know the rules yet anyway, so.
D3, so 3
What are you shooting with?
Demolisher cannon.
Okay, D3. So, no, D3 is 1 dice.
5.
5, that means 3. Because it's a D3.
5, 6, 3.
Okay, so it's a 4 up, -1 because you move, so the 3 is long gone. The other 2 hit.
So only 2.
Only 2.
So now I need to see how much, yeah?
Yes,
So this
so
is the-
damage, strength of your weapon. And against
10.
what are you shooting?
The middle guys.
Oh, that doubles, so it's a 2 wounds. So 2 up, 2 wounds on those 2 dice.
Everything above 2.
So
Roll 2 dice, because that's the hits you had.
Everything above 2.
Exactly. 2 wounds. Armor piercing,
-3.
so I have a 6 up. Nope. The damage,
D6.
roll 2d6. Please roll low.
6, 4.
6 is dead, so 5 ups. No. No. Okay, 2 dead. And that guy is probably gonna die of moral.
Okay, let me see what I have here. Heavy bolter 46. Oh, I can kill. Yeah.
Just kill the middle one.
Well, there's 1 guy left on that unit, so you can shoot at him.
Yeah, kill that. Yeah.
So heavy
So-
bolter, 3 shots.
But they might die of moral.
Oh, he's gonna die of moral. That's
Morale.
no doubt.
Moral. What about the other one?
That's my Chaos Lord. He cannot shoot at it because he needs to kill everything that's closer
Oh,
to
so
him
no.
than my.
Then I will
Chaos.
choose this one because it will attack my.
You can't because you have to declare that before shooting.
Just kill the
You
middle.
already
the
started
beginning.
shooting. Yeah,
Okay. So I'm killing that.
I'm forcing that today because I've been saying it during the whole stream. It's
1.
wait. That's the heavy bolter, right?
Yes.
You have 2 more shots.
1.
1 and 2.
So which one is minimum?
And you had a -1 because you moved, so that's 0, 0, and 1.
So you don't, you missed.
Yeah, I think you missed.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's go to the
Got some dirty
infantry.
desires.
My infantry.
Yeah.
Let's see if they can fire.
24.
Yeah, they can hit. All of this.
No, he's not targetable. He's a character. He's
And this.
targetable. Yeah.
Oh, I can fire
The cannon.
all of them. So I'm gonna target that one
With what?
with my infantry squads.
Okay. So with everything, the
So I
autocannon
need to-
and the 3 guys.
To take one by one, yeah?
Yeah, but you need to. Okay, okay. Are
1,
those
2, 3, 4. This is a unit.
This
Squad.
Okay, that's a squad. So you need to declare now where everyone is shooting. So
That
And- all here.
all here.
Fine.
Why don't you do half in the middle and half here?
Because in the middle is only one guy that's
Only one.
probably gonna die on morale.
Oh,
If I roll 2 or more, he's dead.
Okay, so 4 dice, yeah?
Suicide.
So 5, 6, 4, 2.
Wait 4 dice?
4 soldiers.
No, 3 soldiers and a heavy weapon. Heavy weapon shoots different. So remove all dice, roll 3 dice. I'm being generous.
4. 2.
Okay, so the 4 hit. Because you're 4 up to hit. Now he needs to wound. Last cannon is damage 3 to toughness 5, so it's 5 up to wound. Throw a 5, throw 1 dice, about 5.
5.
That's a hit.
Five.
So my save is 3, but because I'm behind cover, it's 2 up. Your last gun has no armor penetration, though, so it's 2 up. Got a 3, I'm safe. Now the heavy weapon.
Okay, so
That's an autocannon, you told me?
yes.
You moved, so it's a -1 to hit.
Let's see, where is that auto cannon?
So your normal to hit of 4 becomes 5.
Heavy 2. So 1 dice or 2?
2 dice,
Two.
but 5 up to hit. Oh, both
5,
hit.
6, 2
Yes.
hits.
Okay, now look at the damage of the weapon.
Strength 7.
7, which is more than 5, but not double, so 3 up. So 2 dice, 3 up. 1
6,
hit,
1.
1 miss. I have to save. How much is the armor piercing? I think it's 1 or 2. But I have +1 for my
1.
cover. 1, so it's 3 up. Got a 4, so I'm safe. Nothing happened. Woohoo!
after all this.
That's supposed. I've been unlucky today, but normally I save a lot on with the extra resistance I have.
So let's see if I can shoot with something else.
Yeah. What weapon does he have that can target me?
This is the boss.
Yeah, but I think he only has pistols.
Hot shot lapis, wow, 6 inch.
Very long pistol.
I think he's throwing me the pistol itself.
Company commander 12.
It's a sniper pistol.
12 is 2.
So the advantage of pistol is that they can shoot when you're on melee. So on melee you attack on the fight phase, but you also shoot at close range.
Tech priest 12. Let's see the commissar. I think
No,
it's-
they're all 12 and 6. Don't worry about that.
That means that's it.
That's it. Okay, moral phase. So this guy needs to roll a 1 or die. Roll a 4, he's gone because I have a failed moral test of 10. You kill a unit, so you have 1 point. I have 2. Not that far behind. Okay. My turn. This unit is gonna move 5 forward.
So why did you go
Oh,
for the
shit.
coin?
Yeah, I should have gone for the coin.
Too late, you moved already.
Ah. Well, I move with my chaos lord. No, because they need to. Oh shit. So he can move 6, but he's gonna advance because he doesn't have any range. Oh, 7. Okay. So that way he's behind my unit and cannot be shot until they are dead. For now, I'm gonna keep this unit here because it's safe, and I'm gonna start shooting. Okay.
He's not behind because on the flank he is. You can shoot him from the side.
This one.
This
Him.
guy, yeah.
No, because they have to shoot the closest unit because he's a character.
It's just, yeah, it's the rules.
Alright. So, end of my movement phase, I'm gonna bring my second HQ, which is Typhus. Typhus will appear through teleportation 9 away, so I'm gonna try to put him here. So I can put him here.
Where's that?
His name is Typhus. It's a character that enters through teleportation. So I can put him here. Can you move the book somewhere? So
That's very unfair.
Yes. And he's a Terminator armor, so it's gonna be nicely unfair. So I can put it in there. Okay.
He's facing the wrong way.
So Typhus is a psyker, which means now I have a psychic face.
On the face?
Psychic.
Psychic.
Basically that's magic.
Yeah.
Well, if it was a normal Warhammer, it'd be magic. In Warhammer 40,000.
I have my Psyker and Astropath upstairs. I'm not protected.
So Typhus is a nice psyker. He has access to 2 spells per round. So I'm just gonna choose simple spells. Smite is the basic one, and the second one that will allow him to do stuff.
It's a bit sick. It's a bit sick to do stuff.
Gift of Contagion, it's fun. And I'm gonna not pick the other one because I just like fun. So Smite will be my first cast. So Smite is psychic value of 5. So I roll 2 dice, I need more than 5. If I get 10 or more, it's even worse. That's a 10. So on a 10, I will do a d6 mortal wounds. So, spell manifested. The closest visible enemy within 18 of the psychers suffers d6 wound. So this guy is at 9 inches. This guy is at further than 9 inches, so this guy will get 6 mortal wounds. D6 mortal wounds. So you get a 6, I might kill him in 1. 5. Mortal wounds is not being, you cannot save it with anything. How many wounds does he have? Your tech priest?
My tech priest.
Yeah.
Where did this guy appear from?
Teleportation.
Teleport.
So wounds,
You had him
W.
hidden. You had him hidden.
4
Yeah, I put it outside again. Huh?
is W or what?
Yeah.
4.
4. So he's dead. I managed to do 4 wounds to him. So remove it and I have 1 extra victory point for slaying a character. Oh.
It's a bit unfair, Skander. That's his
Yes.
first game.
Hmm?
That's his first game.
Yeah, but he needs to fight against psychic. He needs to face it because some army are pure psychic and they're disaster. Second spell I choose is very funny. I love it. It's Gift of Contagion. So psychic value of 7. Let's check if it passes. Double 1. Oh, double 1. That is really bad to me. If you roll a double 1 or double 6 when taking a psychic test, the Psyker immediately suffers peril of the warp. The Psyker suffered D3 mortal wounds on himself. So 3 on dice, that's a 2, so I suffer 2 wounds. So let's use this and put 3. So he has normally 5 wounds, now he has only 3 wounds. And I miss the spell.
So you shot yourself.
You overloaded his brain.
See, it's not overpowered. The guy is killing himself.
You overtold it.
Yeah. Okay. So next step is shooting phase. So ball gun against your guys, assault blight launcher against your tank. Yeah, let's do that. So I got 2 ball guns. One is a 1 that misses, the other one is a 5 that hits. Strength of 4 to toughness 3, 3 up, 2 wounds, 2 that miss. I go with the blight launcher, so that's 2 attacks to the tank each, so that's 4 dice. I have 2 ones, a 2, so only 1 hit. Strength 6 to toughness 8. Yeah, so that's 5 up to wound. Miss. Okay. Nothing happened on this side, that was fast.
You don't even need to go to the gym, you just play 2 games and you're wasted. It's a workout.
Stop eating.
So from here, 1 ball gun can see you, so 1 ball gun here. Are you in 12? Oh, where is the... In 12 I can double tap. Yes, I am in 12, so that guy is gonna shoot there, the rest is gonna shoot at your tank. So 2 shots here, 2 sixes, that's 2 hits. He should be toughness 3. I'm strength 4, so it should be 3 ups. Only 1 wound, so you have to save. I have no extra armor penetration, so
I have 3 armor and 4 wounds.
3 up armor.
Yes.
Roll once because I only did 1 wound. Saved. That's fine.
Yeah.
Now the rest is gonna shoot at Deans.
Fire.
Once reroll because I have my Chaos Lord. I cannot forget. So I'm gonna go with the Blight Launchers first. 3 ups. 1. So I reroll the 1. Still a 1. So 3 hits. Strength 6, toughness 8, 5 ups.
Oh, this is the task.
Hey, got 2 wounds, so I have 6 and a 5. So now you have to save. What is the armor of Pask, Commander?
Let me see. It's hiding from me.
He doesn't want to die.
Where are you? So what do you need to know? The
Toughness.
No, toughness is already 8,
8.
so that I really passed with 2. So now you need to save. So save is 3 up. My blight launcher is -2, so 3 up becomes 5 up. So you have 3 5 ups to roll.
3,
3 dice.
6, 4, 4.
So okay, so you miss 2 by very little. So those 2 become wounds. I have to check my damage. I'm not sure if it's 2 wounds or a D3 wounds. First time I actually shoot at something with wounds in a long time.
So if you have a wound and you don't kill him, the next go, do they clear the wounds or?
No, the wound stays, and next time you shoot at that unit, he has to put the wounds first on the guys
You
that
have
has-
different skills based on wounds, so you shoot less powerful.
on tanks,
Rounds.
there's that special thing. But
Yeah.
to reach the first level, I need to do like 6 wounds, so it's gonna be take me a while for now. Blind Lord? No. Blind Launcher, D3 damage. That's a 2, that's a 1, so that's 3 wounds to that guy.
3 wounds.
3 wounds. So mark it with one of my dice. 3 wounds.
No, don't touch it.
No. Put it behind them.
It will scratch.
Okay.
It's a tank.
Yeah, but I wanna do my own scratches. No?
Alright. So that was my shooting
That's
phase.
finished.
Oh no, I still have my Blight Launcher, my Petrified. So I'm gonna shoot the 2 Entropic Cannon to that tank, but the main Plague Burst to Commander. Main Plague Burst is a D6 shots. I also need to print out my army so it's easier. It always takes time to get to it, but
Yeah.
And don't you have soldiers inside the bunker?
no, we didn't play with anything like that today. It's possible, but not today.
Tomorrow.
So D6 shot, 5 shots. So I need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Ballistic skill of 4, so 4 up to hit. That's 3 hits. Strength 8 to toughness 8, so that's 4 up to wound. 1 wound.
To this one.
Yes.
So one.
No, you need to save. So that's -2 to save, so you have 5 up.
6.
Saved. If you didn't, it was a D3 damage, but congrats. Now the 2 laser to that place. So 2 4-ups, 1 hit, damage 8 to toughness 8, 4 up, 6, that wounds. So you have to save, -4. That's a 3 up -4, so that's 6, or that's 0.
So 1 dice.
I think it's 0. So 4 up, 5 up, 6 up, 0. So it's a wound. In that case, it's a D6 because it's a last cannon. Sorry, no save. 6! So 6 wound to that guy.
6.
Yes! I was very lucky. But he's a tank, he should be fine still, no? He has 12-6 on the first.
The demolisher is different, but I think it's almost the same.
Ah, it's 12-7.
That
Oh!
was the. Oh, it is.
12-7. So he's on the 6th, now he's on the second profile.
Yeah.
Woohoo! So see, I haven't, with all my soldiers, I have been unable to actually do any real damage to his tanks. So eventually he's gonna win at me. Anyhow, my character over there doesn't have a ranged weapon, but I get to the charging phase. So I'm gonna declare a charge toward his tank. So that means I need to roll 2 dice up to 12. And he's in 9 because that's where I started when I jumped in. So I need 9 or more to. Oh, wait! I'm doing a charge. I declared my charge. He gets to do Overwatch. Overwatch is a round of shots from that tank to me. What's the minimum range of that
Which one?
of the heavy weapon?
This one?
Couple of kilometers.
Because mortar usually have a minimum range of 12. Hopefully.
What is the minimum range?
If it has only one number, it doesn't have. It doesn't have.
So no minimum range.
No. So the only rule about Overwatch is you only hit on 6, no modifier. Well, some modifier apply, but not here. So 1d6 shot to me, roll a d6. Roll 2 dice, try to get 6s. 1 6. So that 6 hit, you need to do damage with it. So toughness 5 for me. What is the strength of your weapon?
I can go with.
Don't lose the page. You're gonna look at it a lot.
So with the earthshake cannon, it's strength 9.
Okay, you don't duplicate, so it's still 3 up. So at 3 up, 1 dice 3 up.
5.
That wounds. How much is your armor piercing?
3.
I'm at 2+ because I'm a Terminator. So 3, 4, 5. I'm at 5 up.
So you got 5.
Exactly. 6. I was saved. That didn't do anything. You have a second weapon. What is the second weapon you have on the tank?
Heavy bolter.
Heavy bolter.
Yes.
So that's 3 shot.
But you already have damage with this guy.
Huh?
You already have
Yeah.
damage.
Because that's a character, he has a 6 wound, not 5. Okay.
But so why didn't you take account of it in the last?
Oh, right now I saved the wound, so I didn't get any damage. So the bullet ricochet.
So how many dices for the?
It's a heavy bolter, so 3 dices. So
2
no
5s
6.
and 1 2.
We're only looking for 6.
No 6.
So nothing. And now I get to roll my charge to see if this was just a waste of time or not. So I need a 9 or more. That's a 5. I missed. And that's the end of my turn because, yeah. Oh, moral phase. Is there any moral phase to do? No?
Nobody done it.
Nobody died.
Nobody does.
So,
Just
It's
kill
me.
This, kill this guy.
Moving phase.
yes.
Don't move. They're coming to you.
So
I need
this
to
will be
move.
round 4 right now.
Where did you put the plastic ones?
Where do you put the plastic ones?
No, but the red ones.
Red
So
ones.
6.
Why do you need to move?
He likes red.
Why does he need to move?
It's moving phase.
This is in colour.
Oh, you have to move.
Yeah. So let me see.
Is there a bathroom here? Bathroom.
We don't have bathrooms. Of course.
On the right. So first right.
So remove that guy here so I can shoot at one guy. Oops. 6. I'll move this back around here so
But
we can
this guy
find
will
him.
take it.
Yeah, but he will take my commissar. I'm moving this here so I can fire with both of them. Okay. I'm gonna move the commissar here.
But you didn't move a lot. Why don't you move them down there?
They're open
He's not in, yeah. He's behind cover at the moment.
because they were
Cover in
just
the
fire.
middle. Let's cover in the middle there, no?
Yeah, that's a long way. You can't leave that far.
Oh, only 6 inches.
Yeah, the base level is 6 inches. You
Yeah,
can
and now
choose
the
advance, and then you can
Fighting phase.
What about the tanks? You don't move the tanks?
They already hit. If I move, I lose 1 damage,
Oh, okay.
Yeah. They're already in range anyway.
and I'm in range already.
Why don't you
Okay.
shoot at this guy?
Okay.
Doing now.
The tank. Put the tank in.
You good?
Can you?
Yeah, take him out.
Let's wait for the.
I don't know if the tank can short. Can the ballistic tanks shoot short range? Or is it only long range?
What?
The ballistic tank, is it only short range? Oh, it's not long range, sorry. Can it shoot like twice?
She's both.
You
There is
speaking
no-
loud enough for the feed to hear you, right?
Yes.
Well, you got a big microphone.
Okay, so I'm finished with the moving phase. Now I'm starting the shooting phase. The earth shaker will smash these guys.
Please don't.
So how many dices? 2 dices on this one. 1, 5.
So keep the 5. 5 dice. 5 to shoot.
So 6, 5, 4, 4, 3. So
The 3 misses.
4 hits, yeah?
So strength 8. So strength 8 or 9 is still 3 up. Don't worry.
How much was this? 6?
Yes, in total.
Okay, so now I need to roll for the damage.
No, 6 was that one. That one was like 2. Yeah, 2. Ah, so damage. So 3 ups, 4 dice.
Three ups, all of them. 6,
All of
6,
them.
5, 4.
Good shot.
How much armor piercing?
Let's see.
I think it was 8 or 9.
3.
Okay.
3. So that's 6 up for me. I think my guys are dead. I saved twice. No, that's a 5.
Once.
Once. Okay, so 3 wounds. How many damage?
D3.
D3. So you need to roll 3 dice to tell me how many damage you do. So that's a 2, that's a 2, that's a 3. So let's go with the light one. 2, dead. Second 2, dead. Third 3, dead. Remove 3 dice.
So my infantry squads are weak, but because it's only 2, normally I need to have like 4.
Yeah.
They're very cheap.
Yeah, exactly, and you can have
But I
double the
didn't
amount.
build them yet.
I'm leaving this with them.
Ah. Okay, so that was this. I have another weapon for close range. Of this guy.
You didn't declare that you were shooting
He
at
did.
him.
Ah,
Yeah,
well, maybe I'm gonna shut
told
it.
it.
I'm gonna let him, but
Let's see for it.
He
Yeah,
should.
because
he should tell before. But something you
yeah, but
should
if
learn
I
to do.
shoot at that with one weapon, I cannot shoot at the other guys, yeah?
No, you have to declare before shooting how you split them.
Ah, I can do this and this.
Yes. But normally you have to declare the split to avoid
Okay.
the fact that, those guys are almost dead, let me try with an extra weapon.
Yeah, but actually I can shoot that guys with the heavy bolter because it's 46 inch.
Yeah.
So,
No, yeah, you have switch, don't worry about it.
so this guy,
So you wanna shoot at them?
yeah,
Okay, fine.
heavy 3. So it's 1 or 3?
Hmm?
How many dice? is
3, because it's heavy bolter.
So that
4
name
up.
first tells you how many?
Yeah. Name plus number tells you how many shots.
6, 1, 2.
So that's only 1 hit. So
Okay.
strength 5 to toughness 5, 4 up.
5.
5.
That's a wound. I need to save. That's -1 to my save. 4 up for me. 2. That's a miss. That's only one wound I need to save. 5 up for me. 6. I saved. I am alive.
Okay. Now I'm firing with Pask Tank Commander.
Okay, so split your fire before shooting.
And I'm gonna. So the first battle cannon will go at the people,
Mm-hmm.
the monster actually. The heavy bolter will go on this ugly guy.
You need to know if those guys are closer or not before you can target that guy. So in this case, I will tell you that this guy is at 15 and this guy is at 18. So you cannot target that guy. You have to target those guys. Your option right
With
now
the heavy bolter, yes, but with the heavy flamer.
with everything.
Yeah, so I'm gonna concentrate all my fire to this.
Okay.
So 3 dices or
So first is, but you, the other option is shooting at them. You get to see them? Yes, you see them.
because I will, if I kill them now, I have 2 weapons that cannot fire if I don't declare them.
If you don't declare now, yeah. If you kill them with the first weapon, you lose two weapons.
But if they are too close, what's the rule with the close?
Only for character. Oh,
Only for character.
it's only for character, but you have to declare now. So in theory, yes, it will be the same. You're shooting everything.
So I'm
again.
shooting the first weapon at this guy.
So battle
No,
cannon.
the battle cannon there,
Battle cannon there.
and the rest of 2 weapons there,
Okay.
because
That
that's
sounds
close
good.
distance. Okay.
So what do you
So
want to
my
shoot
battle
first?
cannon, heavy d6.
Heavy 6 at those guys. Fine.
So 3 dices.
No, 1d6 to know how many shots.
4 shots.
So 4 dices. Ooh, that's
Yes,
spicy.
yeah.
That's nice.
You need to know all the rules.
2 up to hit. So all hits.
All hits.
Damage will be 8. Should be more than 5. Oh no, it's not the destroyer cannon, it's the other battle cannon.
Battle cannon. Strength 8.
Strength 8.
Armor's -2. Damage 3.
Okay. So to wound it's more than my toughness, so it's 3 ups.
So
4
4 dices to see.
Yeah. This one miss, so it's only 3.
Only 3.
I have -1 because I'm behind cover, so it's 4 ups. I missed 2. How much damage each shot?
3.
3.
D3.
D3, so you have to roll. Roll twice.
How many?
Twice, because I
2.
saved 1.
3,
So
2.
that's 1 and 2, because
1
it's
and
half.
2. Yeah.
So first one, missed. Second one, missed. To death.
Okay. Heavy bolter. Firing now.
Heavy bolter, so 3 shots.
So 3 shots already, yeah?
Yeah.
Oops.
No need to roll how long
This guy's
for
gonna
one.
die. No?
6, 4, 3.
6, 4, and 3. So they all hit because your 2 hit is 2 because he hits the commander.
Yes.
Now
Commander.
after that it's strength of the weapon versus damage of the toughness. So strength of the weapon is
So I'm still, I have only 2 wounds, so
yeah, you're fine.
strength it's 5 for
5.
the heavy bolter
Oh, 5 to 5, right? So
and -1 armor.
so that means 5 to 5, 4 ups. So 3 dice, 4 ups.
6, 1, 2. So only
Only
1.
1. So 4 up to save. Miss. It's only 1 damage. This guy's name is silent. No. This guy died. This. Trying to keep my nice weapon.
Okay, now I have another one. for you.
Multi-melta.
Multi-melta. Heavy one.
Heavy one.
One.
Miss! You don't have any reroll on the commander? No, after the rule of pass, knight commander pass, so it should be here if you have any reroll.
I have this roll on multi-melta, double roll if it's in...
No. It's a rule of him as a commander. You have tank order that you should have been using all this game, but next time. Tank order, smoke launcher, no. Okay, fine. Miss.
That makes
Woo!
sense. Yeah, you make difference.
Okay, now I'm gonna use the demolisher
Yeah?
to
Just like the guys in the middle.
target that guy.
The three guys left. Yeah.
Because that's armor, so I need the tank.
But that guy is at 6 wounds, so he is worst. What is his skill? His skill should be 5 up, hopefully.
Five plus.
So everything that you're gonna hit on them will be 5 up. Okay? So Demolisher tank. Are you shooting everything against those?
Yes.
Okay, perfect.
So only one, yeah?
I don't remember. I believe it's a D something.
D3.
Okay.
So 3 hits.
No, 1 dice that can be
Decides how
up to 3.
4.
That's a 2 because it D3 is half.
So
Okay.
that means 4 hits.
2 hits, 2
Two
attacks.
Oh, total.
Yeah, because it's D3 is half.
Ah,
2 misses. 1 and 2. Woohoo!
That's rubbish.
Next weapon.
heavy bolter.
3 attacks. 5 ups.
Oh, heavy bolter has 3 attacks.
Yeah. Miss. Woohoo!
Kathleen is such a rubbish choice.
Okay, so now I'm gonna attack with company commander,
Yeah? Oh, he has a plasma.
this guy.
Ouch.
Let's see. Company commander. Black pistol. Or plasma. Which one is that?
What?
That the plasma, yeah?
Yeah, plasma gun. Pistol, sorry.
La pistol is plasma gun or not?
Last pistol. Oops. Okay, plasma.
Because I customize it, so I may have a different one. Let's see.
So, question
That's
is,
the plasma with the...
if it's a plasma, because that's the weapon he has,
Yeah.
so it's last plasma pistol, sorry.
Plasma gun, plasma pistol or plasma gun? Plasma
Pistol.
Yeah. 12 inch.
It's that one.
That's enough? Okay.
Strength.
Probably is that
Okay.
one.
Okay, so the nice thing about those weapons is that you can try to overcharge it. If you
Yes,
overcharge it,
supercharge.
supercharge.
Strength 8.
So strength 8 is an extra damage, but right now you're interested in the 2 damage. You know my guy can't resist wounds, so you might be interested in doing 2 damage if it passed through. Up to you if you want to overcharge or not, you need to choose now.
I don't want to overcharge.
Okay, because overcharging on a 1 will kill you. But I would overcharge, it's only 1 die. I would overcharge because that guy can resist.
So if I overcharge, I can only fire once.
You can only fire once because it's a pistol.
Ah. So I overcharge. Yeah, let's see how it goes with overcharge. Overloading the plasma gun. 4. Let's see. 4.
Daniel told us don't cheat.
So 4 damage, yeah? What does it mean for?
What did you roll, sorry?
4.
On the 2 hit?
On the supercharge.
Okay, 4 is you need to know your attack roll. How much is the attack roll of the character?
3 plus.
That's fine. So you hit.
Okay.
So now it's strength 8 versus toughness 5, 3 up. Nope,
I don't-
dice on the floor doesn't count.
Okay. Which is good.
Mm-hmm.
2.
Miss, yeah,
Can you see how many people are on the stream?
I survived.
Can you see how many are on the stream?
So,
Last time it was 1.
1.
can I throw a grenade?
I think it is.
No, you already shot.
They're only fun.
But grenade range is 6.
Okay, so this I'm gonna use the Lord Castellan.
Mm-hmm.
I'm in the 6-inch range.
Do you log into Facebook?
No. So that
He doesn't
You
have
missed.
doesn't help.
survived.
Wow.
Supreme Commander. Voice of Command. A lot of text, but it's stupid actually. So I'm gonna go with my command squad.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna
All of them.
target all of them there. This doesn't include the commissar. Only this.
Yeah.
The squad.
Yeah. So 3 last gun. So
And
that's
one
and 1 autocannon.
autocannon. So 3 last gun. 3 rolls, yeah?
4 ups. 2 hits.
2 hits.
So last cannon is strength 3 to toughness 5. So that's 5 up to wounds. 1
Miss.
and 1 misses. Okay.
Yes.
Now
Okay.
the autocannon, 2 shots. Yeah, 2 shots.
6, 1.
So 1 hit. That's strength 7. So that's 3 up.
3.
That's a wound. I have 1 extra armor because of the cover, but I don't remember the. I think it's -2 to cover, to armor piercing. So I should be at 4 up.
Armor piercing -1.
-1?
Yeah.
Okay, so 3 up. 4, that's fine. Nothing happens.
Nothing. So let's see the commissar.
His gun is range 6 or 12.
My commissar. 12. Lord Commissar. Is this the Lord Commissar or another commissar?
I think that's just a commissar, no? It depends on what you
Because
bought.
there are different commissars.
They were gonna have pistol anyway.
Commissar. Ball pistol of 12.
Yeah.
So maybe I can hit this guy.
Oh yeah. Possible.
Out of range by 1.
It's a bolt pistol, I'm not really worried. But yeah.
Okay, so what's the next phase? I'm running out of
Yeah, so you can declare a charge
charge of what?
Charge this guy.
at that guy, for example, or at this guy. You're in range of this charge.
What is the range for charge?
12.
Oh, I can use this too. So I'm using
Which ones?
this one first, my company commander.
Okay, so I have Overwatch over him. So that's 2 shots. Hopefully I get a 6. No. Okay, so now you have to roll the charge. You need to roll at least a 7
Take
Is this the 7?
with 2 dice.
Oh.
10!
10.
You actually made it.
Yeah.
So take your character and move it toward me.
Dun, 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 dun.
No,
He's
he's
a bit small, this guy.
Yeah, but this is a human. This is a
Yeah.
dead guy.
Yeah.
Monster.
Yeah.
Oh, I see.
The worst.
In that massive armor as well.
Yeah, you're pretty much a suicide, but it's gonna be
You
fun.
got the shoulder person armor bigger than you.
Okay, so now,
Mm-hmm.
now,
Oh, sorry. You can declare charge with the other guy to see if he also get into
yeah, I'm
melee.
gonna charge.
So you need at least now from base to base. So you need at least an 8
With 2 dice.
with 2 dice, and that's a no. So he missed. But I didn't have Overwatch because the first one already made it. So that was a nice strategy. All right.
Okay.
Because now we are here, we have a fight phase. So fight phase, first the unit that charge gets to fight first, which means your character gets to fight first. So you need to tell me his weapon skill and his weapon itself and his attack characteristic. No, he's just a general, right? Company commander.
Company commander.
So he has 3 attacks. Oh wait, I have one counter move before that. Counter move will be heroic intervention by my guy.
Rip yourself.
After the enemy has completed all the charge move, any character within 3 of an enemy unit may perform a heroic intervention. So I'm too far away? Yeah. Oh. Okay, continue. So,
So
how many?
which one is for the
So you have 3 attacks,
3 attacks?
and your weapon skill is 3. That's nice. Which weapon you have?
Love pistol.
No, for melee. Chainsword.
Chainsaw.
So you actually have 1 extra attack, so that's 4 attack. And that means that you have 4 dice.
4 dice.
Yes. So we're looking for 3 ups. Ooh, only 2.
2.
So now you have strength 3 towards toughness 5, that's 5 ups, 2 5 ups. That's nothing.
No.
Because that's the strength of the user was 3.
Yeah.
Okay, my turn on the fight phase. I am strength 4, but I have only think I have 1 attack. Something I always forget is that on 6 I get an extra attack. So attack 1,
That's good.
Boys, no?
2.
So,
That's a miss. That's not a 1 I cannot reroll. That's it. That ended.
we missed. So they
So
just
now-
gotta stand together.
The next step.
Until the next move.
You're the next, yeah.
Okay, so moral phase for me, so that's 3 plus 4, that's 7, which is just enough to not fail my moral test. So this goes away, my turn. Movement. Typhus advance.
Don't do that, right?
Huh?
Move 4.
The human out there in front of him to that.
Yeah.
And he's dead. He's dead.
So next time I won't miss my charge phase. Movement here. 6.
Oh, your commissar's gotta
Oh,
die.
wait.
That's not the commissar, the red fetish.
The command.
That's the company commander. Doesn't really matter.
If I
The
fail my
tank
charge,
must survive
I'm
the,
gonna
of the
be-
cannon.
I think that's it. So, okay, fine. Psychic phase. So I'm gonna do Smite and Gift of Contagion. I should do something else today.
I'm not using my regiment abilities. It's just a test phase.
Yeah.
Because I have
Then I'll
a
keep
lot
it
of
simple.
abilities.
Okay. So first I'm gonna try Smite against the tank because it's the closest. So that's a 5, just enough to make my spell. So that's a D3 wounds on that guy. That's 2 wounds. So those are mortal wounds, he doesn't save. Mark 2 wounds on your Gift of Contagion. Let me see if I can actually target something. Okay, so yes, I can. So Gift of Contagion is the one that rolled double one. Let's hope not double one, but something above 7. That's 8. That's enough. So warp charge value of 7. That's why I need more than that. If manifested, did. Select a visible enemy unit within 18. Shows the tank of the Psyker. Yeah, let's hopefully I get a reduction of toughness against him. Roll a d3, consult the table below to discover the characteristic penalty of all model in that unit suffer until your next psychic phase. So d3 is a 3. 3 is liquefying Awe. That unit is going to suffer -1 to toughness until the next turn. So it's going to be easier to pop.
So do we remember -1?
I'm going to put this one. Yeah, my spell on it. And it's easy to remember because that is the only useful thing against that one. The other one is strength, and he doesn't use his strength to do anything. Okay. Shooting phase.
Moving phase, you don't move?
You won't
I already
moved.
moved before the psychic.
Only the...
Yeah, only these guys.
Okay.
So shooting phase is this guy, 2 entropy cannon to the tank, and the plague burster to your captain. So plague bursters is at d6, 5 attacks, 4 ups on those attacks, 3 hits, strength 8 to 8, so 4 ups to wound. That's a plague weapon, so I can reroll the 1, and that's still a 1, so nothing. 2 entropy cannon from here to here, 4 ups to wound, 2 hits, sorry. That's 2 hits, 4 ups to wounds, strength 8 to toughness 8. That's 1 wound. So you need to save. Save is 3 up, but -4 you don't have any saves. So I go directly to d6s. And if I get another 6, I pop it up. 2. So 2 more wounds.
2 more ones?
Yeah. I'm gonna try to take it off with 4 blind launchers. Three hits. 6 to toughness 8. That's 5 ups. And nothing. And no one's to reroll. That was my shooting phase.
And that guy, and that's this?
This one cannot shoot because he's in melee with you. And
After my...
now I have to declare charge. I'm gonna charge here. He cannot overwatch because he's in already melee. I need a 2 to not miss, and yeah, I get it. That's about it.
Okay, it's me now, yeah?
Now,
No?
melee phase.
Because
I charge, I get to attack first. So Chaos Lord is a little better on combat. He's gonna have 2 ups to hit, so that's fine. Chaos Lord. Attacks 4. Weapon is a chain sword, so it has 6 weapons. 5 attacks, 2 up to hits. So all hits. Yeah, 2 up. It's very easy. Plus I reroll once. Strength is the user, so that's strength 4. Should have brought him a power sword or something. Sorry, strength 4 to toughness 3, so it's 3 ups. So only one miss, 4 wounds. 4 wounds means that you have to make 4 save, have no armor penetration. So what's his armor? You can roll first and see after, because if you only roll once, he just gets 4 wounds.
Armor is A or toughness, which one is
Toughness should be 3, so
3.
armor is save, SV,
5 plus.
5 plus. So you need 5s. Not a single 5, so he gets 4 wounds. How many wounds does he has left?
-10.
So once W.
Yeah.
Once 4.
He's dead. Woohoo! So I get one other victory point for killing another guy. And I get to consolidate, which is move 2 away from you. And I'm gonna move here to get 1 extra victory point from the objective. That guy doesn't do anything, he just lost his turn and saw how the commissar or company commander was killed before he died. Oh! I have another charge, Typhus. So you get to shoot the overwatch against him.
So I'm shooting.
Yes.
1,
So the cannon is a d6 hit.
2.
No, this yes, two dice. So you take the highest, which is a 4.
4.
So
So that means
4 dice. But you're only looking for 6s because it's overwatch.
No 6.
No 6. You have a heavy bolter, so that's 3 more shots. 3. No 6s. 1 6.
1 6.
Okay, so try 2 wounds. So it's toughness 5 against, so strength 5 against toughness 5, 4 ups. 1 4 up. No. Woohoo! So now it's my charge. 8. That's enough to get there because he's just right there. And now Typhus gets to attack first because he's also charged his turn. Typhus is bad because he has a big sight.
Did he blow up the thing then?
So he has 4 attacks with the destroyers. No, with a master crafted man reaper, which is a plague weapon. So he's 2 ups. Oh, and at the beginning of my turn I do something nice. Okay. Dead to the false emperor, 6s become an extra attack. So 4 attacks. Don't roll 1, so that's 3 hits. Strength, the sight is +3 to strength, so strength 7. And your toughness -1, so your toughness 7 too. Oh, this is a smaller chassis, maybe strength 6 now.
So what do you want to know? The toughness? 6.
6. 6.
Yes.
So I reduce it to 5, so I'm above that, meaning these are 3 ups. I think I missed a 6 and I go have an extra attack. Always forget that. Luckily, I have a plague weapon, so I can reroll the ones, because it always was 1 1 2. And I got 2 4. So the 4 hits, the 2 miss.
My son watched it.
Nice. So that means that I'm doing 2 wounds, that's 6 damage, because it's damage. Oh, you still have a save. So AP3, you need to save twice, and -3. So you have a save of 3, that's 6s. Roll 2 dice, get 6s. No.
No 6.
So you got 6 extra point of damage because each hit is D3.
6.
Mm-hmm.
We run out of dice.
So how much is that? 8. Ah, he's still alive. So all that and he's still very alive. Okay, so now comes the second phase of melee where the people that didn't charge get to attack. So this guy doesn't have an enemy anymore, so he doesn't do anything, but your tank can try to ram my guy. It's normally not very effective, but he can try. So how many
Ramming
attacks?
over somebody not very effective. Okay.
Now they usually move out of the way.
Tank versus
Somehow.
Marine.
So now,
You have to have dozer blade to actually be able to. Oh yeah, when he passes, he really.
so which one is the maximum lives here? 11, yeah?
11?
W.
Yes. So you are now, you have 8 against you, so you're between 3 and 5.
D3.
So you have D3 attacks. Roll 1 dice to see. Don't close the book because you're gonna need the rest.
4.
That's D3, so it's 2 attacks. Tanks usually attack on 6 up. No, if you want, you can check that the normal attack characteristic of a tank that doesn't have blades, spikes, or anything else. Attack, weapon skill 6. So that's it. Now is your turn.
My turn, yeah?
Yeah.
Movement phase.
So, that guy that hits on melee, you can choose for him to fall back, but if he does, he's not going to be able to do anything else. He won't be able to shoot.
This one?
Yeah. And he cannot shoot because he's in melee.
Ah, so I cannot.
Yeah. So if you stay in melee, you're probably going to miss me and I'm going to keep on breaking you down.
So then I need to attack you now. Or I will die. But after the moving phase or before?
If you move now, I will not be destroying you on your turn, so that's a good thing. And maybe you can shoot at him, because after movement comes the shooting phase.
So I need to move.
I would recommend taking a veggie pizza and putting big. What is this? I forgot the name. A slice of
So 8-inch one.
power of ham on my veggie pizza.
It's about it.
Wait, fallback is something else. Is I think it's limited movement. Plus you have your movement limited by the wounds, right?
Which is 8.
Okay. Oh, it's your normal movement.
Which is 8. Because
Nice.
I'm wounded.
You need to end up more than one from the
Is
Everyone
it
do?
from?
everybody. Huh?
Imagine from the
If I
front.
was here.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, today.
Here, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
What can I move next? This one, which is. I can just attack him?
No, you need to wait for the charge phase. So right now you cannot move maximum 1 to me, 1 inch away.
Oh, I can put it here, doesn't really matter. I still have a pistol. My commissar. What is the 6-inch. If I stay behind the tank,
I can shoot you because
You
I
can
don't
shoot.
see you.
yeah. Behind the tank.
Because I ended up next to the objective, I have one extra victory point on my end of turn.
Yeah, so the movement phase it's over.
So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 points.
Now I choose to attack, yeah?
Mhm.
I'm gonna use this against this one. For the main
You
battle.
can't. He fall back. He cannot attack
What is it?
because he was on melee. He fall back. He cannot attack.
Okay, I'm using this tank now. Against this with the main cannon.
You don't see it.
So I need to see it.
That's why it doesn't shoot at you the lasers.
Then I'm gonna fire at this.
Is it the closest one? I mean,
Yeah, it looks close.
Yeah, it's definitely.
Yes, it's the closest one.
I want him to remember the roll too.
Okay, so 3 dice on this one, yeah?
This is gonna sound worse than the thing. So you're gonna shoot everything at him? Because you have multi-meta, battle cannon, and
Yeah, all
heavy
of
bolter.
Let's kill him.
just to be sure.
He doesn't get up.
It's a good strategy because that's my warlord, and right now if the game ends now, I will have reach the line. So yeah, go ahead. So heavy bolter is 3 attacks, multi is 1, and the battle cannon is at d6 attacks.
It's all combined.
It's a lot, but he has to do them differently because they all have different profile.
You can't accumulate the points.
So the one I'm worried about are battle cannon and the multi-meta. Those two can really.
Okay, so battle cannon first, heavy d6, that means 3 dices.
No,
One.
d6 dice. So throw a dice and see how many attacks.
4 attacks.
Okay, so now you have 4 attacks that need to shoot. 2 up because he's your commander, and I still haven't wounded him enough. So that's a 1, so 3 hits.
And 1. So only
That's a
3.
miss.
Okay. So now I roll again to see the
Damage. So strength 6 to toughness 5, so 3 ups. Strength 6 or 8, it's the same.
1, 6 and 2, 3.
So that's 3 hits, 3 wounds. Okay, so I need to save. How much armor piercing? 2.
2.
So his Terminator armor, that's 2 up normally, which become 4 up. 3 4 ups. Save, save, save. Nothing happened to him. Next weapon. Woohoo.
So heavy bolter.
Yeah. Ah, that's not even gonna bother.
So this one is the 3.
3 attacks, yeah.
6, 3, 2.
All hit, because if he's your commander, everything's gonna hit.
5, 5, 3.
So his strength 5 against toughness 5, only the 5 hits.
So 2 ups.
Uh-huh. So that's armor piercing 1, so I'm at 3 ups. I got a 1, so 1 pass. So that's only 1 wound, so I have a 5 up to save that wound. And so 1 extra wound to Typhus. So he's half-life.
Now multi-melta. 1 dice, yeah?
Can you kill him with that?
Yes, that's a d6 at the end.
So what size is? It's half size for multi-roll.
Ah,
So it's like 12.
6.
So it's half distance.
ouch.
So if the target is within half range of this weapon, roll 2 dice when inflicting damage with it and discard the lowest result.
Okay. So first is a 2 hit. So please roll a 1. Yeah,
5.
that's a hit. Strength of your weapon.
Strength. The toughness.
No, strength of the weapon.
D6.
No, that's the amount of hits. Strength of
Which
the
one was
weapon.
the strength?
S.
S. Oh, 7.
It's multi-melta, right? We're looking at.
Yeah, but it doesn't have a
It must have a strength.
8.
Okay. Still not double me, so it's 3 ups.
So what?
1 3 up.
2, yes?
1 dice.
1.
Anything above 3.
That doesn't count. No, it's a 6.
6.
Okay. I said it was a 4, but still cooked die. Okay, so that's a wound. I need to save. How much is the armor piercing?
For multi-melta, 4.
4. So that will bring my 2 to a 6, I think, but luckily I have invulnerable because he's a cataphant in his foot. Vulnerable armor cannot be reduced by this kind of armor piercing. And it's, yes, cataphant invulnerable armor, 4 ups invulnerable. So I have 1 chance to save myself. 50-50. And I miss.
Is it dead?
Which means?
Now you have to roll damage. And that's where you'll throw 2 dice. How much is the damage of the weapon?
Multi-melta. D6.
Exactly. So roll 2 dice, discard lowest one because it's too close. And you have 5 and 6, so you are going to roll high. Okay,
6.
so that's 6 that I have to survive. That character has 3 wounds left, so I need to pass 3 of these. They're 5 ups. Distinguishedly resilient. Now work. Oh wow. 6, 6, 6, and 5 and 5. Only 1 would pass.
Oh, you survived.
Yes!
Shit.
2 wounds left.
Okay.
Invocation
So I
of
run
dice.
out of weapons here. Yeah?
All weapon shots. Yeah.
So I only use this and this. What about this?
That's a flamer. It's range 8.
Ah,
I think I'm like 12 away, no?
yes.
You can check the profile. It's 8, 9, but should be away.
8, yes. So now I'm switching to the next cannon.
Okay. To the next
tank.
tank.
Demolition 24.
Mm-hmm.
Can I target this? Yes. So I'm gonna use my demolition on this.
I think this guy are closer, or that guy in the middle.
What can you choose?
Those are character. So if these are closer, he has to shoot at these. So measure the distance to these guys.
It's closer.
Huh?
It's closer than this one, but
Okay.
not than this one.
Okay, measure here.
So it's 12, 16.
Okay, so you can shoot at the guy in the middle, or at this unit. Up to you.
I'm gonna target that guy with the main cannon.
Mm-hmm.
And let me check the heavy bolter.
3 attacks.
And the heavy bolter. This has armor. Can I target this or I still need to go there?
You only have these 2 options. Well, you have that guy that's alone there too, if you want.
I'm gonna wipe down these two.
They're not a unit, so
One here and this one here.
okay, perfect.
So first the demolisher cannon.
Yeah.
D3. So one dice, yeah.
One dice. Halve it down,
Four.
so that's a 2.
Two.
2 attacks.
That means 2 attacks.
5 up because you're wounded.
4-1.
Missed. Sorry.
Yes. Now the heavy bolter.
Heavy bolter. 3 attacks.
3 attacks.
5 attacks. Miss.
Yes.
Now the soldiers and your characters.
So the squad. 3.
3 last cannon to whom?
I think they can
That's right.
go only to this one, yeah?
Yeah, well, they can still shoot at these guys, I think. Up to you.
But they have armor. One.
They all have armor. Ah, yeah, these have extra armor, so yeah.
I'm gonna wipe this one with my 3 soldiers. And with the autocannon I'm gonna fire on these guys.
Perfect, because the autocannon doesn't kill that guy. Okay, so 3 shots.
3, 4, 6.
So 3 ignore, so it's 2 only 2 hits.
So I ignore 3.
Yeah, because you're 4 ups
Okay.
normally.
So 4 and 6.
2 wounds, so strength of 3 to toughness 4. Because
6 and 2.
6 wounds, I need to save. No armor piercing, so 3 up to save. Save.
So now the autocannon,
The autocannon, that's 2 attacks to these guys. 1 and 5, so 1 hit. Strength 7, I think, so it's 3 ups. No. Oof.
And now my commissar and this guy.
What does the commissar can do? The
Let me attack with this one.
Okay. Does he has a pistol?
Hot shot last pistol, 6 inch.
Okay, so look at the profile of the weapon to see what is better to hit with. No, it's right there, right?
And the power sword.
So right now you're interested in this.
I only have
So strength 3, it's not gonna do much. AP minus 2, only 1 damage. I will try to go for this one, which can die. This one has like 5 wounds.
this. Yeah, so I'm attacking on this one.
Okay,
1
probably 2 hits.
2,
Ups. Ballistic skill,
3 plus.
3 plus. Oh, nice. For me.
So 3 dices or 1?
No, it's 1 die, but you need 3 up to hit. And that's a miss.
Miss.
Does the weapon say anything on 1 on the description?
Doesn't.
Nothing. Okay, perfect.
So now my commissar.
What can he do?
Nothing really.
Yeah, I think it's my turn.
Range 12. It's out of range for
Yeah.
everybody. Yeah,
Probably.
your turn.
Well, movement phase. Oh, you can declare charge, sorry. You could use this guy to charge at him
Yeah,
or him.
I'm charging on this guy.
Okay, so I get to Overwatch. 6s! Now, okay. Now try to do the charge. 2 dice. So try another one. 6, that's enough. You get into range. Okay, so you have a power sword, which is nice. How many attacks does that guy have? Are you gonna do any other charge? We should do all charges before.
Well, I don't have anything close.
Fine.
So power sword.
So how many attacks you have? 3.
3.
It's gonna be at your strength, which is 3 also. Okay, so 3 dice, 3 ups.
6, 2, 2.
So
only once.
only 1. So that's strength 3 to toughness 5. Not W, so it's 5 up.
6.
That's a wound. So that's minus 3 to armor. I'm a 6 up to save. Nope. Damage is still 1, right? On the power sword.
Yes, damage 1.
Okay, so I have a 5 up to save. No, he's dead. You get 1 other victory point. So you have 2 victory points. You can consolidate and move 3.
Consolidate.
You can move away or you can move up the objective and you will avoid me from gaining any victory point of the objective. You can...
In front of you.
No, they just have to be in 3. If you get in middle of me, next turn we're gonna start fighting phase and I'm gonna have the upper hand because I hit first. If you stay away, I'll be able to shoot you, then charge you, but you'll do Overwatch. So up to you.
Yeah.
So now you're gonna hit me with all
Yeah.
these guys and that one.
Okay. So this guy is still only seeing what he sees. So, movement phase first. Typhus is coming for you.
If you kill me, it will explode then.
And we'll see, but it's really, really not common for it to explode. So
If it
that's
gets to 0 wounds.
you have to roll, but on a D6 it will explode. Some vehicle explode on a 4 up, but they're rare. For example, I have a power to detonate my vehicle when they die. And that way I made a lot of wound to everyone. Okay. Other movement will be here. Stay 1 away from you. And that's it. Okay. Psychic phase. I'm gonna get a better spell just for fun because this is probably the last one we're gonna do. Because I'm pretty much dead. Plague 1. Yes, Plague 1 sounds great. Okay. So smite at the closest target. So first let's see if it goes out. 5. Oh, I got a double 6. Double 6 means I get my spell, but I also get Perils of the Warp, so I might die in this process.
You got what?
Double 6, so Peril of the Warp. So I threw my magic, but the magic can take me away. So let's do the magic. So it's a D6 wounds on your tank. Oh, sorry, on closest opponent. So this guy is at 8. This guy is less than 8. Ah, still this one. That's 1 wound. So 1 more wound to that. They could have killed it. And I'm probably dead because now I have to do a D3 on me. And I get 3 and I kill myself. And you have slain the warlord.
Yeah.
Slate
But
himself.
move it away from the table, it's scary.
No! He was my solution to break everything else. Okay, so this changed my shooting phase as I'm gonna play mortar that guy, 2 last cannon on that guy. So plague mortar is 6 attacks, 4 of them, 4 ups, 3 hits, strength 8 to toughness 6, so 3 ups. Oh, that was already. No. 3 ups. 3 wounds. So now you have to save
For which one? This one or this one?
this one. So -2 to save.
So 3, yeah?
3
Nice.
-2. So this one is definitely not. Those are 2s. So I don't think anything will save you from 2. So those are all wounds. So now I have to transform that into damage. Each one is a D3, so that's 3D3.
It's one game, huh?
Sure, okay.
I think it's shorter if you know the numbers.
Sometimes against
3 or 2?
days.
Was it?
Sometimes
How many?
Big games.
I think 3.
I think you have 3 or 4 players.
1, 1, and 1. So that's 3 more wound to that guy. That's really unlucky. 3 more wound.
How many can I get?
So he's at 12. He's probably dead now.
You need one more dice.
No, I think he's dead, so that's fine.
Double check, I don't believe you.
I think he had 11 in total.
11,
Yay! So I got him to 0. So let's check his explode roll. So if you roll a 6, you need between 6. So that guy might get D6.
yeah. But this is optional, yeah?
No, but you have to roll.
So 1 dice.
1 dice.
And
So
another
6
one
up.
to die.
No,
One.
nothing happened.
Except he's dead.
Except he's dead.
No, my test.
So that one more victory point for me.
So you better squash it now, innit? Step on it.
Yeah, that shelf is
That's
a little
because
pin.
my wife put this.
Yeah, it's on the right hand side, the little thing, the pins on that.
Yeah.
Should be underneath the shelf, obviously.
I'm not sure what she did. I told her, no, don't do that.
Yeah.
But she doesn't listen. Leave them there.
Okay.
Don't tread on them.
Please,
Yeah. Poor Kim. Sorry. I shake it.
Pick up the tank, somebody wants to.
Let's pick up the pieces. We need to look for everything now.
Glue it back.
Yeah.
Is it broken?
Yeah.
It's disarmed, completely disarmed. Because the thing fell.
It's
Okay,
not a
anyhow,
problem.
let's finish the game and then we can
Step on it.
finish the demo.
Well, it,
So I have 2 last cannon on that side.
it didn't blow up either. Which is
Miss both of them. You didn't roll a save. You didn't have to do that.
You said he's dead.
So you better put him back.
typical the army, isn't it?
Well, it's not glued permanently. So
Ah,
just
okay. It's
it was glue after painted, so it doesn't stick. You can just. That was the first test.
So, blade cannon over there.
Okay. Move it.
So that's 1 miss. So strength is to toughness 8. That's 5 ups. 1 5 up. So you have to save at -2. Ooh, that one saved. Nice.
The important ones are saved.
That happens all the time. So, well,
Wow.
we try to avoid it, but sometimes it's happening.
Shelves falling down.
Miniature breaking.
Yeah.
But I need to find the company commander. Who knows what it is.
Yeah, he's probably underneath.
He's MIA.
Okay.
Kill in action.
MIA is missing in action.
So I got a wound you have to save on the tank.
1,
-2. Yeah.
6.
Yeah, that's probably a save.
Don't sound too
Okay.
disappointed, Miss Candace.
Next, what's next?
I can't believe I can't keep this tank. My chaos lord is gonna shoot at your character. Plasma pistol.
So we need to watch where we step now.
Yeah. So plasma pistol 2 up. Oh! Yeah, he overcharged because he rerolled. 6, that's enough. That's strength 8, so that's 2 up to wound. That's a wound. So you have to save at -3, so you don't have a save because you're safe of 5. Or maybe you have a vulnerable save on that guy. What do you
On
have?
this one?
No, the
On this one?
yeah.
How do I see?
So first is his save. Save is 4 up. but I'm putting -3 on that, so that's ignore. Next is, does he have any 5-up? Refractor field. So you have a 5-up save. So you still roll a die for 5-ups. No?
Three. No.
So that means I get to do 2 damage to you.
So he's dead or not? Yeah.
No, he has enough wounds. So just 2 damage. Shooting phase ended, so now I declare charge from my commander to yours. You can overwatch, so you get to shoot your pistol, only hit on 6.
6.
That's a hit. So you need 2 wound. How much is the strength of the weapon?
3.
I'm toughness 4, so that's 5.
6.
And that's a -2, right?
-2, yeah.
So I'm still gonna use my invulnerable of 4-ups.
It's safe.
5. Oh, nice. Yeah, put it down. If it's down, it's not gonna be able to fall. As long as we don't step on it, it's fine. So I've saved because I rolled a 5. Nothing happened. I do my charge. My charge is 11 when I needed 1. I get there and I get to attack because that's the last thing we can do. Yeah. So I have 4 or 5 attacks. Really should have put a weapon on this guy. So he has a chain sword, so attack 4, so that's 5 attacks. 2 wounds, reroll ones. Still a 1 that miss, but I have 2 sinks, so I have 2 extra attacks because I have enemy dead to the fast emperor. Anything that's in Imperium, I get an extra attack. So that's 6 hit. 2 wound is 4, strength 4 to toughness 3, so 3 ups. All hits, you have to do all save. So your save is 4 ups.
How many?
6 saves. 4 up is your armor, right? Yeah, 4 up. So 5 and 4s.
So 3.
3. So 3 still pass. And I think you're dead. How many wounds you have?
4, I think. This W?
Yeah.
4.
So he's dead. So 1 extra victory point and 1 extra for staying in the middle. Okay. So that's pretty much the game. Do you want to stop it here? As in, I've got a lot more points than you, but you will eventually overrun me with the 2 tanks.
So I will kill you.
You will, yeah.
So that means you retreat from the outpost?
Huh?
You're retreating from the outpost?
Yes.
Okay. So I chased away the...
So my victory, because I have a lot of
Victory
victory
for the
points,
Empire.
I'm just gonna say that I have poisoned enough that place, and while it is yours, you're only gonna spread disease to your empire.
No, because this area will be purified.
Yeah, but
fantastic.
this soldier will bring stuff back
Soldiers
home.
will be purified.
No soldier is going to come alive.
You're not gonna kill your general, Pascal. He's wounded.
It's just a clone of General.
So this is how the game goes. Hope you like it. Hope you guys enjoy it.
It's normally a bit quicker though, but it's good. Next
We need
time,
to
next time
Actually-
I'll bring an army.
we need to clone more soldiers for the next time. Okay, so let's shut down the transmission.
Okay.
The outpost is safe, but not the empire.